One attribute of a Hall of Fame caliber athlete is to be a game changer, having that quality to be able to do what needs to be done in a moment to help your team succeed. One such athlete who fits this description perfectly is inductee Garrett Morrison, who played football and baseball from 1994 to 1997. Garrett is being escorted this evening by West Perry baseball coach Jeffrey Santa. As a member of the football team, Garrett contributed as a backup quarterback as a sophomore and as a team captain and starting quarterback as a junior. In his 1 year as a starter, Garrett compiled 788 total yards. He threw 6 touchdown passes, ran for 4 more touchdowns, and kicked 4 PATs. However, his biggest contribution was his ability to come up with a big play when his team needed it the most, including a 58-yard highlight reel touchdown run and a 19-0 win over Susquehanna Township. Garrett contributed even more to the West Perry baseball program. As a 4-year starter, he collected many accolades and honors, including the Patriot News All-Freshman Team, the Patriot News All-Sophomore Team, and the Patriot News Big 11 First Team as both a junior and senior. He was also named the 1997 Carlisle Sentinel Baseball Player of the Year. Garrett was invited along with fellow West Perry Hall of Famer B.J. Barnes to the Team 1 Regional Showcase in Lynchburg, Virginia in 1995. That year, he also earned the Clemson Tiger Baseball Camp Best Hitter Award. The following year, Garrett was invited to the Team 1 National Showcase in Cincinnati for the top 96 high school players in the country. In 1997, he attended tryouts for both the Cincinnati Reds and Philadelphia Phillies 2 weeks before the MLB draft. Garrett left the West Perry baseball program having amassed impressive statistics: 17 wins as a pitcher, including 180 strikeouts, 27 outfield assists, and a record 89 career RBIs. He also finished with 80 total hits, 47 singles, 14 doubles, 11 triples, and 8 home runs, and a career batting average of .349. Garrett's contributions helped lead his teams to 1 Perry County Tournament Championship, 4 Mid-Penn Conference Division III championships, District 3A playoff appearances 4 consecutive years, including a 4th place finish in 1995 and a 3rd place finish in 1996, and the PIAA 3A quarterfinals in 1996. Garrett received a full scholarship to George Mason University and immediately contributed to the Patriots baseball program. He started all 54 games as a freshman, had a 17-game hitting streak, and finished as the runner-up for the CAA Rookie of the Year. In 1998, he was invited to play for the Wilson Tobbs of the Wooden Bat Coastal Plain League. In 1999, he was invited to the most prestigious Wooden Bat League in the country, the Cape Cod League, to play for the Bourne Braves. While he was a member of the Braves, Garrett got to play with and against future Major League Baseball players. Garrett's coach, Larry Frederick, remarked, "Garrett was truly a gifted athlete. He was a joy to coach. He arrived at practice every day working to improve himself. He was what the Pro Scouts call a 5-tool player." Former West Perry baseball coach Jay Kipp offered these thoughts: "Garrett was a student and player whose maturity was well beyond his age. In practices and games, he was a mature, motivated, and focused player. He was very willing to take advice and suggestions and was a very coachable player." Garrett was, in baseball verbiage, a very gifted 5-tool player. He could hit for average, hit for power, field well, had a very strong arm, and could run well. Garrett Morrison is the type of model person that young athletes should emulate and be motivated to become. We are very proud to present Garrett Morrison for enshrinement into the West Perry Athletic Hall of Fame. The motto of the West Perry cross country team is, "Running is not what we do, it's who we are." This fittingly describes inductee Jonathan Eckert, arguably the greatest distance runner to ever wear a Mustang uniform. Nicknamed the Machine by his teammates, Eckert, over the course of 4 years from 1978 to 1981, set the standard that all runners that followed would strive for. Escorting Jonathan this evening is his former coach, 2010 West Perry Hall of Famer Nicholas Batiste, and West Perry cross country coach Julie Shelley. As a freshman on the track and field team, Jonathan immediately focused his attention on competing in the long-distance events and immediately began to excel. Over the course of 11 meets, he won the mile run 6 times, was runner-up 3 times, and twice finished in 3rd place. His record in the 2-mile run was even better, winning 8 times and finishing as a runner-up 3 times to complete his season with 89 points. Eckert improved his record during his sophomore season. During 15 meets, he won the mile 14 times with 1 runner-up finish. He performed even better in the 2-mile, finishing unbeaten in regular meets, a 3rd place finish at the Shippensburg Invitational, and 1st place at the Tri-Valley League Championships. As a sophomore, he compiled 103 points. In 1980, metric distances were used for the first time, and John kept getting better. While racking up 236 points, John finished unbeaten in the 1600, 3200, and 4x800 meter events in 15 meets, including the Tri-Valley League Championships, and won the 3200 at the Shippensburg Invitational. He added the high jump to his repertoire and finished first 7 times. At the District 3 2A Championships, he placed in the 1600, 3200, and 4x800 meter events. He saved his best for the PIAA 2A state championships, finishing 4th in the 1600 and 6th in the 3200 while setting West Perry school records for both events. His 1600-meter run record of 4 minutes 24.74 seconds stood for 37 years, and his 3200-meter run record, 9 minutes 23.74 seconds, still stands to this day. In the fall of 1980, Coach Nick Batiste decided to give Jonathan a new challenge, cross country. Even though there was no school cross country team, he got John invited to 7 meets. He went undefeated in all 7 meets, became the only District 3 2A cross country champion in school history, and finished 3rd in the PIAA 2A championships. His senior year of track and field was hampered by stress fractures, but John still competed when his team needed him. He helped the team to a 12-1 record, winning the 1600 9 times, and again finished undefeated in the 3200 and 4x800 meter relay. He also won the Tri-Valley League championship in all 3 events. He finished with 133 points, but the stress fractures prevented him from running in the postseason. Jonathan finished his career with a total of 561 points and helped the team to a total record of 53 wins and 7 losses. He also finished with Tri-Valley League records in the 1 mile, 2 mile, 3200 meter run, and 4x800 meter relay. Jonathan moved on to the University of Pennsylvania following graduation and continued his running career. He was a 6-time letterman in cross country and track and field, and was the cross country MVP in 1984. He also finished 7th twice in the 10,000 meters at the HEPS championships. John was also a 4-time winner of the local Perry 5000 race, twice while in high school and twice while in college. John's coach, Nicholas Batiste, remarked that John exemplified a coach's dream type of athlete. He was a state medalist in both sports, and West Perry will be proud to display John's name on its Hall of Fame plaque. His teammate Tom Ablin had this reflection. In high school, I and other teammates referred to John Eckert as the Machine due to his racing style and consistency. John epitomizes the best distance runner to ever attend West Perry High School. In my 29 years of coaching track and field at West Perry, John's times, performances, and workouts were the standard that we utilize to measure and compare other distance runners' performances to. Now it is with great pleasure that we present Jonathan Eckert for enshrinement into the West Perry Athletic Hall of Fame. Some athletes focus their time and attention on 1 or 2 sports, but then there are truly special individuals who can play 3 different sports and excel in each one. One such special athlete is inductee Billy Stone, a 3-sport star for the Mustangs in the late 1970s, playing soccer, basketball, and baseball. Billy's escort this evening is West Perry baseball coach Jeffrey Stanley. Billy was one of the top offensive players in the West Perry soccer team for 3 years. As a sophomore, he had a team-leading 12 goals, helped lead the Mustangs to the District 3 3A quarterfinals, and was selected as a Tri-Valley League All-Star. Billy repeated as a TVL All-Star the following year. He was selected the team captain as a senior and finished his career as a 3-year letter winner. On the basketball court, Billy was a top contributor for the Mustangs. He led the team in scoring as both a junior and senior, and was named a Tri-Valley League 2nd team All-Star those years. As the team captain during his senior season, 1977, he led the team to win the Perry County Tournament and was named the tournament's most valuable player. Billy made his biggest impact for West Perry on the baseball diamond. A 3-year letter winner, he helped lead the team to the 1976 Tri-Valley League Championship as a junior with a team-leading batting average of .466. He received the most votes for the Tri-Valley League All-Star team for an infielder. As a team captain for the 3rd different sport during his senior year, Billy set a school record with 60 at-bats and finished with a .429 batting average. And while pitching, he struck out 23 batters in 23 and a half innings. He was an essential part of the Mustangs advancing to the District 3 quarterfinals. Once again, Billy was selected as a Tri-Valley League All-Star. He completed his Mustang career with a combined batting average of .436, and he also hit 10 home runs. The icing on the cake for Billy, and one of his most impressive accomplishments, came at the end of the year at the annual West Perry All Sports Banquet. He was awarded 3 MVP awards for soccer, basketball, and baseball. Then to top it off, Billy was named Outstanding Senior Male Athlete of the Year. Following high school, Billy played Sandlot baseball for over 20 years as a shortstop and pitcher for Roysville and Blaine with the West Shore Twilight and West Shore branches. Former West Perry baseball coach Larry Frederick remarked of Billy, another young man that came to practice every day working to improve himself. He is certainly worthy of being in the West Perry Athletic Hall of Fame. Former West Perry football coach and assistant baseball coach Bob Anderson had this reflection. With a great work ethic and a desire to excel, Billy would come to practice every day ready to work on his fielding, batting, and pitching skills. He never wanted me to stop hitting on grounders. Instead, he would always ask me, Coach A, hit me another one. Billy was a great role model for his teammates by always displaying a positive attitude and always encouraging them to do the same. Billy was a natural leader who always displayed good character no matter where he was, in the classroom, on the playing field, and in the community. It was a pleasure for me to have the opportunity to coach him. And now it is with pride that we enshrine Billy Stum as the newest member of the West Perry Athletic Hall of Fame. Sometimes it is a natural athletic pedigree that helps turn an athlete into a Hall of Famer. The son of West Perry Hall of Famer Dave Weaver, inductee Adam Weaver used his inherited athletic ability to become one of the most successful wrestlers in West Perry history, escorting Adam is former West Perry wrestling coach Roger Austin. A 4-year Leathergunner, Adam helped lead the Mustangs to one of the best 4-year stretches in school history. During his career, the Mustangs had a combined record of 53-18, achieved a top 10 state ranking, won 2 Perry County Tournament championships, and made their first postseason appearance by earning a spot in the Mid-Penn Conference duels versus perennial power Central Dauphin. Adam also compiled impressive individual statistics as well. Adam was a 2-time team captain, 4-time letter winner, and 4-time Mid-Penn Conference All-Star selection. He holds the top 3 spots for most takedowns in a single season, is also the school record holder for career takedowns with 347. Over his last 63 matches, he compiled a record of 56-7 and finished with 96 career wins. He was Perry County's only 2-time Mid-Penn Conference Tournament champion. In the postseason, Adam was a 2002 Section 1 3A champion and a 2003 District 3 Southeast Regional 3A medalist. He was the first West Perry wrestler to be selected to the Patriot News Big 14 wrestling team, and he was named a 2002 Carlisle Sentinel All-Star. Adam earned 3 consecutive spots in the school's 20-win club and was named the team's MVP. He finished his career by winning the District 3 Coaches Scholarship Award. Adam and his father Dave now become the first father and son combination to be inducted into the West Perry Athletic Hall of Fame. Former West Perry wrestling coach Roger Austin noted, Adam Weaver was a part of the greatest 4 years in West Perry wrestling history, starting as a freshman. His dedication and commitment helped West Perry wrestling achieve a state ranking, the school's first ever postseason competition, various tournament titles, and a complete destruction of our school's individual and team record books. Former West Perry wrestling coach Shelley Works commented, Adam was a successful student leader in the program. His work ethic and dedication to self-improvement was contagious among the team. The wrestling program has had other individuals in the past find success through hard work and off-season workouts. However, Adam was able to pull in the rest of his teammates to this next level of training. The investment in off-season training through on-campus workouts, home workouts, camps, and competitions has continued in the program to this day. This in turn raised the bar of the West Perry wrestling program. It is with esteemed honor that the West Perry Athletic Hall of Fame enshrines its newest member, Adam Weaver. And now for the class of 2021. As a two-sport standout in the late 1960s, Al Keller helped set a standard for all future multi-sport athletes to follow. Al was being escorted this evening by West Perry track and field coach Robert Oberon. As a member of the West Perry football team, Al was the epitome of the term all-around player, playing offense, defense, and special teams. He started out playing offensive guard as a sophomore before switching to fullback his junior and senior season. As a junior, he rushed for 351 yards on 73 carries, with an average of 4.8 per carry. In his senior season, Al had a 100-yard rushing game versus Lyon Mountain, which earned him a spot on the Pennsylvania Big 33 checklist. At the end of the season, he was named the Twin Valley Conference Most Valuable Player. He also excelled at the defensive end position with 7 forced fumbles and 1 interception. Al's coach, Raymond Red Adams, remarked, Al Keller was a strong, quiet, and intelligent athlete. He lived by example and had the respect of our team, our coaches, and every team he played. Al was the best all-around player that I coached at West Perry High School. Al was also competed on the track and field team for 3 years in the shot put, discus throw, and 4x220-yard relay events. He set a school record in the shot put of 49.9 3/4, which stood for 34 years, and his school record in the discus throw of 140 feet stood for 23 years. He also helped his relay team set a school record as well. Al qualified for the District 3 championships in both the shot put and the discus throw, in which he finished in 3rd place. After graduation, Al continued his athletics at the collegiate level at Stevens Trade School, now Thaddeus Stevens College of Technology, as a member of the football, wrestling, and track and field teams. He continued to play both fullback and defensive end in football and wrestled for 3 years. During his track and field career, he threw the 16-pound shot over 45 feet and the 2K discus 145 feet. At the conclusion of his senior year, Al earned the prestigious 40 at 8 award, which was awarded to an outstanding athlete. It is with pride and admiration that we enshrine Al Keller as a member of the West Perry Athletic Hall of Fame. One sure characteristic of a Hall of Famer is to generate comparisons to other Hall of Famers during their career. This is certainly true in the case of former Mustang pitcher Benjamin Dove III. Over a 4-year career, Ben simply rewrote the West Perry baseball record book. He is being escorted by his former coach, Jeffrey Sano. From 2012 to 2015, Ben helped lead the Mustang baseball program to a combined record of 78-16, 3 Perry County Tournament championships, 2 Mid-Penn Conference Colonial Division championships, 4 District 3A tournament appearances, including twice advancing to the quarterfinals and a second-place finish in 2014, and 1 PIAA 3A state playoff appearance. Although we value team successes above personal accomplishments, it is his individual accolades that are even more impressive. He pitched 2 no-hitters in his career, one as a freshman and one as a senior, then set the single-season ERA record at .29 and set career records for games pitched 49, innings pitched 278.2, strikeouts 335, wins 34, as well as sacrifices on offense 24. In addition, he was a 2-time West Perry baseball team MVP, a 3-time Gary Dixon Award winner for outstanding team pitcher, a 4-time NPC Capital Division All-Star selection, a 2-time NPC Capital Division MVP, a 4-time Carlisle Sentinel All-Star selection, a 2-time Carlisle Sentinel Player of the Year, a Patriot News All-Underclassmen team selection, a 2-time Patriot News Big 11 team selection, a Penn Live All-Star team selection, an All-State 3A first-team pitcher selection, and a 2-time selection for the Pennsylvania Big 26 Classic team. He was also named West Perry High School Outstanding Male Athlete in 2015. This outstanding career earned Ben a Division I scholarship to play baseball at Virginia Commonwealth University. West Perry baseball coach Jeff Sano summarized Ben's career with the following. Ben's statistics, records, and awards speak for themselves. He was an outstanding baseball player. However, he was an even better young man. Ben selflessly represented our baseball program to his best abilities at all times on and off the field. Ben strived for excellence in all that he did. He brought contagious positive energy to each and every game and practice, and was a great role model for our underclassmen. These 2 characteristics allowed him to develop into a tremendous leader. Ben was also a 4-year member of the Mustang boys soccer team. He was a 3-year starter, and while serving as the team captain his senior year, he helped lead the program to the Perry County Tournament Championship, the Mid-Penn Capital Division Championship, a District 3 2A tournament appearance, and school record for wins at 16. His coach, Jared Lively, had this reflection. Ben's innate ability to juggle personalities and get the most out of his peers was critical to our success. As a coach, I was always appreciative of the fact that Ben was committed to the idea of playing multiple sports throughout high school. As a young player, it was clear that his path after high school would include baseball, but he was always aware that multiple activities was important for developing as an athlete, growing as a leader, and broadening his experiences. Ben is the most humble athlete that I've ever coached. Upon graduation, Ben continued his baseball career at VCU. During his career's 4 years as a Ram, he accumulated 22 wins. As a junior, he pitched 4 no-hit innings versus Virginia and had a team-best 1.64 ERA. During his senior year, he appeared in 21 games, retired 63 batters in 70.1 innings, and was an Atlantic 10 All-Conference second-team selection. He also pitched for the Stroudsburg Express in the Valley League during summer breaks. His coach, Sean Stifler, offered these remarks. I never saw Ben take a day off. It was that work ethic and how much he cared about every detail of his game and training that made his coaching staff and so many of his teammates trust him so much. We always knew as a team that if Ben was in the game, that things were going to be fine. He was going to lead us and give us everything he had that day. Following his college career, Ben started his professional career playing independent baseball with the Southern Illinois Miners. He then signed as a free agent with the Minnesota Twins and was assigned to the Elizabethton Twins of the Appalachian League. Ben also played for the Low A East Augusta Green Jackets in the Atlanta Braves organization and is presently assigned to High A Rome Braves. He also currently is working as a pitching instructor for Full Reps and as an assistant coach for the Mid-State Mavericks 14U team. We are very pleased to enshrine Benjamin Dove III as a member of the West Perry Athletic Hall of Fame. A Hall of Fame athlete can be defined as one who helps lead his teams to heights of success never seen before. This is a perfect description of Garrett Morrison, who helped guide West Perry Wrestling through one of the best stretches in program history. Over the course of 4 years from 2000 to 2003, Derek accumulated an impressive list of accomplishments. 2-year team captain, Northern Lebanon tournament champion, 3-time Mid-Penn Conference tournament medalist, 3-time District 3 3A sectional medalist, 2002 District 3 championship medalist, a 4-year varsity letter winner, a 2-time Mid-Penn Conference All-Star selection, a 3-time winner of the Most Dedicated Wrestler Award, a 3-time member of the 20 Wing Club, a Carlisle Sentinel All-Star selection, a District 3 Wrestling Coaches Association scholarship recipient, who was the only West Prairie wrestler to be named to the Pennsylvania Wrestling All-American Academic Team. During this time, the Mustang wrestling team won 2 Perry County Tournament Championships, earned the school's first ever postseason appearance by clinching a spot in the Mid-Penn Conference duels, achieved the program's first ever top 10 state ranking, and finished with a combined team record of 53-18. His wrestling coach Roger Austin, his escort this evening, remarked that Derek was possibly the hardest worker and most respected wrestler to ever wear a West Perry uniform. He took his career in wrestling further than any other individual in our school's wrestling history. Derek continued his wrestling career at Messiah College, now Messiah University. In 4 years, he finished with a career record of 119-44, the only wrestler in West Perry history to win over 100 matches at the collegiate level. He also accumulated 35 career falls and 233 career takedowns. Derek was also a 2-year team captain, a Middle Atlantic Conference champion in 2006, a 2-time NCAA Division III Championships qualifier as a junior and senior, and 3-time NWCA Scholar All-American from 2005 to 2007. He stayed with the Falcon Wrestling program following graduation as an assistant coach from 2009 to 2017. Derek helped the program earn 4 NCAA Division III regional championships and 2nd and 3rd place finishes at the NCAA Division III championships. He assisted in coaching 21 NCAA All-Americans and 4 national champions. Fellow Hall of Famer Chris Yenser noted that his former teammate, while our time spent working together athletically brought us both honorable accolades on the mat, it is Derek's post-secondary success that makes him a candidate worthy of this honor and makes him a model figure for future generations. 2 other West Prairie Hall of Famers, Dave Reaver and Matt Delancey, offered praise of Derek as well. Mr. Reaver reflected Derek has always given 100% in his training and competition. During his wrestling career in high school and college, he represented West Prairie and Messiah University with honor and integrity on and off the mat. Mr. Lancey commented, Derek is an absolute role model for the type of person that belongs in the Hall of Fame. Hard worker, strong character, and excellent athletic performance in the sport of wrestling. He is highly deserving of this honor. And now, the West Prairie Athletic Hall of Fame proudly welcomes its newest member, Derek Ricker. Some athletes excel more on the field or on the court, and some athletes excel more in the classroom. However, it is the truly special athletes who find that perfect balance to excel both on the field and in the classroom. One such athlete is former Mustang softball player, Heather Woods Mayhem. Heather is being escorted this evening by her parents, James and Barbara Woods. In 1989-1992, Heather was clearly one of the best all-around softball players in central Pennsylvania. On the mound, she compiled a career record of 52-13 and set a school record as a junior for single-season strikeouts of 102. Heather set 4 other school pitching records that still stand. Career strikeouts 303, career strikeout average per inning 0.75 for 407 innings, single-season wins 19, and career wins 52. The latter 2 marks, in addition, are still standing Perry County records also. Her prowess on defense was not limited to just pitching, as she was an outstanding second baseman also. So skilled was she at that position, she was named the Patriot News Big 11 team as a senior. Besides being a very dominant defensive standout, she excelled on the offensive side as well. Heather set a single-season school record for hits as a junior with 35. She finished her career with 63 RBIs and hit 7 home runs. Heather was named a Mid-Penn Conference Division III All-Star 3 consecutive seasons from 1990 to 1992. During her playing career, Heather bolstered the Mustangs and helped pilot them to 2 Perry County Tournament Championships, 3 consecutive NPC Division III Championships, and 3 consecutive District 3A playoff appearances. Her coach, Stephen Johnson, remarked of her career, "One of the most fundamentally complete and talented softball players I have had the honor and privilege to coach during my tenure at West Prairie High School was Heather Woods. Heather's motivation, commitment, pride, and loyalty to the team made her a natural leader, as well as enabling her to be one of the elite softball players in the entire Mid-Penn Conference. Off the playing field, Heather honorably represented West Prairie with her gifted ability in academics and music. Heather did not limit her success at West Prairie strictly to the softball field. She was an accomplished trumpet player in the marching, concert, and jazz bands. In addition, Heather was selected 3 straight years for the PENA district band. She achieved excellence in the classroom as well, Heather finished her high school career at the top of her class to be named the class of 1992 Valedictorian. Heather continued her education at Penn State University and was selected for the prestigious Penn State Blue Band. She additionally served as the secretary of the Blue Band for 2 years. She graduated from Penn State in 1996 with a Master of Science in Information Systems degree. Heather currently works as a Vice President of Professional Services for Manhattan Associates of Atlanta, Georgia. East Pennsboro High School softball coach Sharon Eder reflected on Heather's accomplishments. I have seen many players on and off the field throughout my 25 years. Heather was not only one of the top athletes, but a player who demonstrated the true meaning of being a student athlete, accomplishing what she did with her academic and softball honors, as well as being able to participate in college with the Blue Band, show you her commitment to excellence and her well-rounded talents. Two of former Heather's teammates, Hall of Famers Jody Urich-Lavenberg and Aaron Sobrier, shared observations with Heather. Jody Lavenberg commented, "Heather was a freshman when I was a senior. As a senior and captain of the softball team, I remember wanting Heather to pitch during our varsity games. She was by far the best pitcher as a freshman." Aaron Gay offered this opinion, "I had the pleasure of playing softball with Heather Woods on the 1992 varsity softball team. One might say that playing with someone for 1 year is not long enough to get to know a person. However, it only took one practice to get to know what kind of student athlete Heather was. Heather was a leader that led by example, as well as a verbal leader providing positive praise and constant feedback to her teammates. She knew how to push each player to make them better." And now it is with great pride and admiration that we present Heather Woods Mahan for enshrinement into the West Fair Athletics Hall of Fame. This concludes our 2021 enshrinement ceremony, and we remind you to join us next year when we enshrine the class of 2022. Special thanks to the West Prairie School District Administration, Athletic Committee, and to West Prairie Athletic Director Ryan Anderson. Now let's sit back and get set for the Mechanicsburg Wildcats versus our West Prairie Mustangs. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2021 West Prairie Mustangs.
Here we are, West Prairie Mustang Nation. We got Friday night football here in Mustang Stadium. It's Hall of Fame night here for the West Prairie Mustangs as they take on the Mechanicsburg Wildcats. Well, thank everyone at home for joining us here on the West Prairie Athletic Partners YouTube page.
The field will be Mechanicsburg captains. Number 5, Daniel Francis. Number 25, Sandra Lucas. Number 50, Michael Jones. Number 56, Mary.
My name is Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Prairie Athletics, here to bring exciting commentary for this exciting matchup. The Mustang comes to this one 2-2 overall, 0-1 in the Mid-Penn Corolla Division. For the Mechanicsburg Wildcats, they are 3-1. This is their first matchup in the Mid-Penn Corolla Division. Here come the Mustangs. Back at home for just the second time this year. Last time was a big win against Juliana for Mustangs, so West Prairie currently undefeated here at home, 1-0. West Prairie is coming off a tough 29-6 loss on the road this past Friday night at Waynesboro. Mustangs fell down to the Indians 29-6. For Mechanicsburg, they're on a 3-game winning streak ever since losing to Carlisle in the first game. Hey, how are you? Give me out. Doing fine. Hall of Fame game here for the Mustangs. And it's a crazy night here. At some point during the broadcast here today, we're going to have some of these Hall of Famers come up and speak to us here on the Mustang Blackburn YouTube page. Now, West Prairie is just getting the coin toss underway, and West
Mustangs have won the toss
Prairie
and have elected to receive. And now, this time, we ask you to please stand, remove your hats, and direct your attention to our nation's colors flying high above the scoreboard as we honor America with the performance of the Star-Spangled Banner, and then please remain standing for the playing of the West Prairie High School alma mater. Both will be performed this evening by our West Prairie High School Marching Band. And now, we present with pride our national anthem.
Friday of the fall season, and all of a sudden the temperatures certainly feel like it. Yeah.
We are back here at Mustang Stand. National Anthem alma mater performed beautifully by our marching band. We are about to get underway here under the lights here at Mustang Stadium. A beautiful night here for high school football, ladies and gentlemen. 65 degrees at opening kickoff. At some point today in this broadcast, we're going to have some of the Hall of Famers come up here and talk to us here.
Backbeat for the Mustangs, number 22, Trent Herrera, and number 28, Hunter Tobin.
Mechanicsburg in the white, West Prairie in their traditional green and white uniforms. West Prairie is going to
Set to
receive
kick
the
for the
opening
Wildcats,
kickoff.
number 11, Jeffrey Luigi.
We do have the starting lines for you tonight, but we'll get them along as we go along here in the game. And they are underway here under lights. Friday Night Football, Week 5 here in the PIAA. And a good run here for number 29.
Take the seat by number 28, Harry Wonder for the Mustangs. Brought down by number 8, Peter Lananis for the Wildcats. Step up the Mustangs, first and 10 on their own 40.
Hunter Tillman gets a start here. A good spot here for West Prairie to start their opening possession here. Opening drive here. And Mustangs being led by Marcus Quaker, quarterback here. And 4 wide already. A screen here to Trent Herrera. And Herrera has to dive to get some positive yardage. And he's got to get 1 yard on that.
Quaker's pass complete number 22, Trent Herrera. Brought down by number 66, Ben Gill for the Wildcats. Pick up a 1 play, brings up 2nd and 9 for the Mustangs on their own 41.
1 yard screen pass for Marcus Quaker to Trent Herrera. Mechanicsburg currently on a 3-game winning streak. They lost their first game against Carlisle. Tough matchup for Mechanicsburg, but they have been hot ever since. A 3-game winning streak. They are 3-1 overall as right now. This is their first game in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. And Trent Herrera gets wrapped. Excuse me, that's 33 Tucker Sigler. He gets wrapped up very quick.
And off number 33, Tucker Ziggett. Brought down by number 50, Michael Jones for the Wildcats. No game to play. 3rd and 9 for the Mustangs on their own 41.
So big spot here coming up for the Mustangs already. 3rd and 9 coming up here for the Mustangs. Well, thank you home for joining us here on the West Prairie Valedictorian YouTube page. And Marcus Baker was not ready for that ball. And the false start is going to be called.
False start against the Mustangs. We'll back them up 5 yards, make it 3rd and 14 for the Mustangs.
Lead the center.
On their own 36.
Clay Bowman, a freshman center for tonight. Got that ball off a little early. Clay Bowman getting his first start of the year tonight. His first career varsity start, in fact. So now 3rd and 14 for the Mustangs. Marcus Baker steps back. He fires. And that ball almost picked off. Almost picked off. It was intended.
Baker's pass intended for number 14, Ian Goodwin, falls incomplete. Number 12, Seth Brubaker on the coverage for the Wildcats. Brings up 4th and 14 for the Mustangs on their own 46.
So West Prairie getting
Back to punt for the Mustangs. Number 13, Marcus Baker. Backseat for the Wildcats. Number 4, Parker Sample.
Very quick 3 and out here for the Mustangs. There's Marcus Baker to punt that out. Oh, almost got caught, but Seth Brubaker, and that takes a good West Prairie bounce, and it's got to be spotted at the 22.
Ball down by the Mustangs. Bring up 1st and 10 for the Wildcats on their own 22. Would Al Keller please report to the press box? Thank you.
I just heard from another press announcer, Brett Anderson, that Al Keller, a Hall of Famer for Mustangs tonight, should be on his way up here. We're going to have a little chat with him during the next West Prairie drive. And right now, Mechanicsburg's Jeffrey Lucy come up, and here is Lucy now. Lucy, one of the big players, and he's got to get a couple of yards.
Quarterback keeper by number 10, or number 11, excuse me, Jeffrey Lucy for the Wildcats. Number 41, Hunter Pomick on the tackle for the Mustangs. Gain of 3 in the play, brings up 2nd and 7 for the Wildcats on their own 25.
So 2nd and 8. That ball, Parker Stanford won a big running back in the Mid-Penn Conference here tonight.
And off number 4, Parker Sample, brought down by number 31, Caleb Gutschall for the Mustangs. Gain of 1 on the play brings up 3rd and 6 for the Mustangs on their own 26.
Shotgun formation here for the Wildcats. And no gain there for the Wildcats. Rain out here for Mechanicsburg. Back to back.
Handoff number 5, Daniel Francis for the Wildcat. He's met immediately by number 11, Hunter Rollman for the Mustangs. Brings up 4th and 11 for the Wildcats on their own 21.
So already here, first point coming up here, and nice
Parker Sample set the punt for the
Sample with
Wildcats.
the big punt and goes over midfield. Good roll here for Mechanicsburg, and the ball will be
Ball down by the
spotted.
Wildcats, brings up 1st
39-yard
and 10
line.
for the
We'll be right
Mustangs.
back here with Al Keller. You're watching West Prairie football against Mechanicsburg on the West Prairie Athletic Client YouTube page. We'll be right back. We are back here, and I got a very special guest for us tonight. Al Keller is in the building tonight, and Al Keller, class of 1969. Man, it's been a long time since you've been in school here. How are you doing, man? How
I'm
you been?
doing real fine. Yep. Married my wife from college, and we have 3 wonderful children. They all went to West Prairie, and
Net by number 4, Parker Sample for the Wildcats.
You've been here since 1969.
Gain of 4 on the play brings up, makes 5 on the play brings up 2nd and 5 for the Mustangs
What you told me
on their
earlier,
own
none of
44.
this was here. There was no football, there was no track and field meets here, but none of this was here. So what is that like?
that's right. It's quite a difference over the years. They have their own football field now. They have their own track. We played all our home football games behind the junior high or elementary down in Bloomfield, and all of our track meets were away. We had no track.
Man, so when you had no track meets here, like you were on the road on your entire career, like how does that feel like not being at home, especially when you're a
Handoff
senior?
number 33, Hunter Ziegler. Brought down to number 50, Michael Jones for the Wildcats.
You miss
Gain of 1 carry brings up
students
3rd and 4 for the
supporting you
Mustangs on their own
and your
46.
family being there, but we had a good time, and we always kept working hard, and we had good teams, a lot of good athletes.
So for football, like they didn't have a football field here. So you said they played over at the Bloomfield. So I'm sure the football field is not there anymore. So where did you all play, like in the Bloomfield area?
Back keeper by
And the
Marcus
field's
Fraker.
still behind the
Line
school
on stop
there.
for the Wildcats, number 3 was Sean
That's where
Philly
they
Hilton,
have the
number 56, Marlon
Fireman's Carnival
Aristi.
on that area right there.
They should pick up his left booster change and play the Mustangs 1st and 10
So
on the Wildcat 48.
So like high school can be the 4 best years of anybody's life. And so what was the best memory you have in your athletic career?
Just being with my teammates. We all enjoyed being around each other, and everyone gave their 100%, and we stuck together.
Now we have the AstroTurf here. Like when I was in school here, back in 2012.
Breakers pass complete to number 22, Trenton Herrera. The line on stop for the Wildcats, number 2, Vance Coots, number 3, Deshaun Early Holton.
Have you been here
Brings
since
up
the turf got put in?
2nd and 3 for the
Yes,
Mustangs
yes,
on
I
the
have.
Wildcat 41.
But I'd rather play on grass.
Okay, fair enough. And so, good job going on here for West Prairie right now. And it says also here you were a big athlete on the discus in the track team as well. So, like out of all these things, like what made the discus throw like tick for you?
Well, I don't know. It's just a competition. I threw shot and discus. Every now and then, coach would ask me to
Handoff
show through
number
the javelin with
33, Tucker Ziegler.
and
Brought down to number 22,
help
Glenn
get some
Robinson.
points to the
The
team.
Wildcats. Pick up enough to move the chains. Southern Mustangs first and 10 on the
We
Wildcats.
never
38.
had wrestling at West Perry, and I wrestled at Thaddeus Stevens.
What about did you also do shot put?
Do shot put? Yes, I threw shot here for 3 years, and I had some competition that made you strive harder, you know, and you always try to beat your own mark.
So which one did you like better, the shot put or the distance?
I like the shot put.
Okay, fair enough. And so now you're here so many years later.
Handoff to number 28, Hunter Tillman for the Mustangs. Brought down by number 56, Marlon Aristide for the Wildcats.
For the students,
Yeah.
Loss on the play brings up second
just give it
and 9
100%.
for the Mustangs.
Enjoy your
On their
time here
own,
with
on the Wildcats, 37.
athletes, and just have fun. That's what it's all about.
All right, man, that is great. Well, thank you so much for being here. Absolutely, it's a huge congratulations to you as well. It's probably been a long time coming for you, but
Well, thank you.
We just got the Hall of Fame started back in 2009, and now you're finally here. A good run here from Marcus Quaker as well. So that's all I got for you right now, man. So congratulations, and hope to see you here again soon.
Quarterback keeper by number 13, Marcus Quaker for the Mustangs. He's brought down by number 56, Marlon Aristide. But again, moves the chain and sets the Mustangs up first and 10 on the Wildcats.
Good
26. Or that 27.
Okay, what a great guy, they said. We still got more Hall of Famers to talk to later in the next West Prairie Drive coming up. We're going to have Heather Woods. Back then, she was Heather Woods when she was in school here. Big softball player here. And good run. Hall of Fame night here at West Prairie Stadium, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, we didn't have this game last year, unfortunately, because of COVID-19. So
Handoff to number 31, Caleb Gutschall for the Mustangs.
we also honor
Brought down by number 23, Sage Thomas for the Wildcats. Gain of 2 on the play brings up second and 8 for the
Hall of
Mustangs
Famers here tonight.
on the Wildcats
The
25.
last 2 years. Gorgeous night here for high school football. We are going to have a timeout call here by the Mustangs.
Timeout called by the Mustangs. Their first play timeout.
We'll be right back here after the West Prairie timeout. 2 minutes and 13 seconds left to go. No score up to this point. You're watching West Prairie football against Mechanicsburg. It's on the West Prairie Athletic Parents YouTube page. We are back here for the Hall of Fame night. West Prairie in a good spot, right? Just outside the red zone here. Marcus Quaker steps back. He takes a shot. That's caught here by Trent Herrera. And it's just outside the 10-yard line. Not first and goal, but first and 10 up the 12.
This pass complete to number 22, Trent Herrera. Brought down by number 4, Parker Sample for the Wildcats. Brings up and makes it a first and 10 for the Mustangs on the Wildcats 12.
So first and 10 here from the 12 on the tough spot. Just outside 10-yard line. No, it's not first and goal, but you have a shot at getting the first points on the scoreboard here. Handoff here. It's got to get inside the 10-yard line. So we got Edward Woods coming up here joining us here on the next drive. And so Wes Perry is going to
And off number 33, Tucker Ziegler for the Mustangs. Tackled by number 56, Marlon Aroski for the Wildcats. Gain of 3 on the play brings up 2nd and 7 for the Mustangs on the Wildcats 10. Make that 9-yard line.
Wes Perry second and 7 there from the 9-yard line for the Mustangs. Wes Perry is a 9-point underdog in this one, according to PennLife.com. Marcus Baker, high formation here for the Mustangs. Marcus Baker takes himself. He gets wrapped up immediately.
Quarterback keeper for Marcus Quaker. He's stopped by number 12, Seth Brubaker for the Wildcats.
Seth Brubaker.
No game of play brings up 3rd and 9 for the Mustangs.
39 coming
On
up
the
here.
Wildcats 10.
And actually, that might be the end of the first quarter. So we're going to have Edward Woods join us. Yep, West Perry's going to take it down to the clock, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. They are going to be scoreless.
That brings us to the end of our first
We'll be
quarter.
right back with Edward Woods here in the start of the second quarter. We are back here for the start of the second quarter, and now I have another Hall of Famer joining me here tonight, now known as Edward Woods Mayhars. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Mayhem. I was close. It's kind of dark in here.
It is dark. It's good lighting's poor. Yeah, and we're getting
Yeah.
close. I get it.
Hey, yeah, that's the truth. But, so yeah, so back then you were Edward Woods when you were a student here, and from 1992, I was back at 2 years old when you graduated. Yeah.
Are you going?
Kind of, a little bit. I don't know. It's okay, but back then when you were here, you were one of the best softball players at the time in Central Pennsylvania, and now you're back here. How do you feel? Like, how do you feel about being here back so many years later?
I feel nostalgic. I feel a little bit homesick. You know, I live in Tennessee now.
Oh, we're going to stop you right now. I apologize because we now have a touchdown here for
Marcus Quaker takes
Marcus
it on the
Quaker.
take it into the end zone for the Mustang
We
touchdown.
apologize for that. We missed the touchdown there, but now the Mustangs have a 6-0 lead. So we're going to continue with you here.
And Goodman said to attempt the point after for the Mustangs.
Attempt the extra point, man. We do apologize for everyone at home watching and do have to apologize for you interrupting me at there. Yeah, if only we had on camera. But at least we're going to get the extra point. So, extra point attempt here for Ian Goodling. That goes up and good. With just 7 seconds into the second quarter, the Mustangs now have a 7-0 lead. So, lucky. So softball, like almost you've heard that recently, softball team just won their first state championship. How did you feel?
Goodman's attempt was good, and with 11:53 left in our first quarter, your score, your West Prairie Mustangs 7, and Mechanicsburg Wildcats 0.
On our team. So it's been really fun to watch those women succeed and do really great things out there. It's fun to watch.
That's great. And you still have a couple of records that still stand to this day. You got your strikeouts with 303, and your strikeout average per inning .75 for 407 innings. Like unbelievable numbers. So have you done much for softball? Have you graduated then?
You know, I will tell you, there's a couple of records that aren't there. The most hit batters, I think, and I think the most Harris reviews before any high school softball game. I think I hold that record. I play recreationally.
kickoff here to Mechanicsburg. Almost goes out of bounds, but it was saved up by number 5. Good sign field position here for
Williams kick.
Mechanicsburg.
Field by number 5, Daniel Francis for the Wildcats. Tackle by number 44, Brad Hockenberry for the Mustangs.
So I assume she plays
The
down.
return second to Wildcats, first and 10
9 and not very good yet.
on their own 34.
How is Tennessee softball compared to Central Pennsylvania?
Well, we live in a pretty competitive area too, so there's lots of good softball and lots of good coaching, and it's a fun place to be. To play almost year round too.
That's good. And now, your coach, Stephen, your coach was Stephen Johnson, right? So, have you talked to him much after coach, right?
We haven't stayed in touch. He was a super coach and as a Grandview, and I remember 8th grade too. He was a player. I'm so grateful that I had the opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. And so,
And off number 22, Glenn Robinson for the Wildcats. He's forced out of bounds by number 22, Trent Herrera for the Mustangs. Pick up a 5 on the play, brings up second and 5 for the Wildcats on their own 39.
how did you take toward that memory lane when you came here today?
Certainly just seeing a lot of faces from 30 years ago. Took me back. We have cell phones now. Girls have to wear face masks. All kinds of good stuff. One thing that has is the hometown feeling here and the friendliness of all these folks who are representing so long. It's been so welcoming for me.
Back keeper by number 11, Jeffrey Luigi for the Wildcats. The final stop for the Mustangs, number 41, Hunter Potiphar, and number 75, Trevor Kelly. The pickup is left to move the chains, sets up the Wildcats first and 10 on their own 47.
Students athletes here at West Prairie, do you have any advice for them?
Just keep your head up and work with your teammates. Your teammates will lift you up and have tough days. Do your best to be a good leader and always play with integrity and heart.
That's great advice.
Luigi's pass complete number 12, Seth Brubaker. He's tackled by number 14, Ian Goodman for the Mustangs. But it will move the chains and set the Wildcats up first and 10 on the Mustangs 37. Handoff number 4, Parker Campbell for the Wildcats. Trent Herrera, first and out of bounds for the Mustangs.
So now Mechanicsburg off
Will bring up second and 6 for the Wildcats on their own 33.
Second,
The Mustangs 33.
Second and 6 coming up here for the Wildcats now in West Prairie territory. And here, good run here for Sample.
Handoff to number 4, Parker Sample for the Wildcats. Brought down by number 21, Connor Wheeler for the Mustangs. No gain in the play. Third and 6 for the Wildcats on their own Mustangs 33.
Four wide here for the Mustang, or excuse me, for the Wildcats. Big tackle from Nash Rank.
Losing pass complete to number 11.
Say a lot with the big tackle.
His pass was complete to number 5, Daniel Francis, but he was met immediately by number 20, Isaiah Weller for the Mustangs. Brings up 4th and 8 for the Wildcats on the Mustangs 35.
They play for the Mustangs defense. Now 4th down, Mechanicsburg has decided to go for it here on 4th and 8. Long shotgun here for Lucy, and Lucy has got a big, that is close. Possible, or no, incomplete pass. Or no, wait a minute. No, they are calling first down. I thought the referee was honest around saying incomplete, but no, it's enough for a first down. So 4th down conversion here.
Lucy's pass was complete. The receiver was tackled by number 28, Hunter Tillman. It moves the chains to the Wildcats and sets them up first and 10 on the Mustangs 27.
Last year was for her, he just got enough for first down for Mechanicsburg on 4th and 8. Great play for the Wildcats. Flags up in the air. This might be offsides here for the Mustangs. The play continues. Big run here. For Parker Sample.
Quarterback keeper by Jeff Luigi for the Mustangs. Combined stop for the Mustangs, number 30, Nash
False
Bank.
start is called against Mechanicsburg. So that's got to be rough.
And number 31, Caleb Dutchell.
It was a false start, but why
False
did they
start
have
called
to
against the
play?
Wildcats. After the penalty is marked off, will make it 1st and 15 for the Wildcats on the Mustangs 34.
So false start. I don't know why the officials let the play go on because it was a false start. That should have been an automatic stop. First and 15 here. Hand off here for Sample, and Sample is taken off. Another flag is down. And that's good for almost 10. Looks like 10.
And off number 4, Parker Sample for the Wildcats. Brought down by number 14, Ian Goodman for the Mustangs. There is a flag on the play.
Flag on the play. And it's a
Holding call against the
penalty.
Wildcats.
That's going to take it back 10 more yards from the spot of the foul. And it looks like, yeah, so maybe 1st and 17. 1st and 17, yeah, here for the Wildcats.
Ball is marked at the 35 and brings up 1st and 18 for the Wildcats.
2 big plays for the Wildcats back to back, but each of them going back downtown to a false start and now a holding. Mechanicsburg going the wrong way. And Sample just takes off again. Not enough for a first down. He's great problem.
Parker Sample takes the ball at the middle for the Wildcats. He's tackled by number 14, Ian Goodman for the Mustangs. We'll bring up 2nd and 3 for the Wildcats on the Mustangs 20.
It's a gain of 14. So 2nd and 3 here for the Wildcats. And Lucy hands it, keeps it himself, and he gets wrapped up.
Quarterback keeper by Jeffrey Rugy for the Wildcats. But he is gobbled up right away by number 75, Trevor Kelly for the Mustangs. We'll bring up 3rd and 3 for the Wildcats on the Mustangs 20.
Hey, Brent. Sample going on limpid jump here for Sample. And that's low enough for a first down. It's got to be 1st and goal coming up here for the
Parker Sample
Wildcats.
taking the ball up the middle again for the Wildcats. Tackled by number 14, Ian Goodman for the Mustangs. We'll set up 1st and goal for the Wildcats on the Mustangs 8. With Adam Weaver, please report to the press box.
First and goal here. Handoff here to number 22.
Handoff number 22, Glenn Robinson for the Wildcats. Combined on the stop with the Mustangs, number 75, Trevor Kelly, number 77, Skylar Latchford. Holding call against the Wildcats.
Holding penalty against the Wildcats again.
So now will be 1st and goal for the Wildcats from the Mustangs 19.
Hand off here again for number 22. Just short of a touchdown here. Mechanicsburg running here to tie the game up.
Hands off to Glenn Robinson, who takes up the middle for the Wildcats. Tackled by number 14, Ian Goodlane for the Mustangs. Brings up 3rd and goal, 2nd and goal for the Wildcats on the Mustangs 5.
2nd and goal here from
Check
the
that 3.
From the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal here for the Wildcats. Run here for number 23. And just short.
Hand off to Robinson again for the Wildcats. Combined on the stop for the Mustangs, number 21, Connor Wheeler, and number 30, Nash Frank. 3rd and goal for the Wildcats on the Mustangs 3. checked out the one.
Sage Thomas having a good drive right now for the Wildcats. Lucy in the back and on with Robinson again. 3rd and goal from the 2. And Lucy keepers, and he's in! Mechanicsburg touchdown!
Jeffrey Moody with the quarterback keeper for the Wildcats into the end zone for the Wildcat touchdown.
5 minutes left to go here. 5:07 in fact, to be exact, in the same coin. Mechanicsburg Wildcats have struck back. And next drive after West Ray scored a touchdown.
Out to attempt the point after for the Wildcats, number 49, Nico Leopold.
Extra point is up, and it is good. 5:07 left to go here in the second quarter.
5 minutes and 7
5:07.
seconds
We'll be
left
right
in our
back here with Adam
first
Weaver.
half. Our
Talk with the next
score,
Hall of Famer.
Mechanicsburg Wildcats 7, your Westbury Mustangs 7.
You're watching Westbury football against Mechanicsburg on the Westbury Athletic Partners YouTube page. We'll be right back. We are back here to resume action here in the second quarter. Mechanicsburg just struck back. Lucy striking for 2 yards and a touchdown to tie the game up at 7-all. And right now I have another Hall of Famer for me, my third Hall of Famer tonight, Adam Weaver, one of the all-time wrestling greats here at West Perry. And welcome aboard, Adam. Congratulations on your big honor.
Oh, thank you. No, it's a great honor. I appreciate the opportunity.
Yes, sir. So you were a big part of West Perry wrestling.
I guess I'd like to think so.
So like you come from a big family of athletes here, and then you carry the tradition. Now your dad is also a Hall of
Tackle by
Famer,
number 33,
and now you're
Andrew
a Hall of Famer.
for Wigan
What is
for
the
the
mean to
Wildcats.
you
7 the Mustangs, first
join your
and
father
10
by his side to like a
on their own
father's side Hall of
32.
Fame?
Check out 31.
You know, it means a lot to me. Always grew up looking up to my father. He was a big part of coaching me and training me, and it meant a lot to me to enter the Hall of Fame, a similar thing that he went into. It means a lot. Proud of it.
Yes, sir. And now back in wrestling, you were one of the top 10 wrestlers. You were in one of the top 10 teams in the state of Pennsylvania back then when you were in school here. After that, not so much for Westbury Wrestling until just recently. I don't know if you heard about Westbury Wrestling in the last couple of years. They've been doing very well in the districts. They became an All-American team last year down at Walt Disney World. And so,
hand off to Tucker Ziegler for the Mustangs. Tackled by number 79, Jaden Connors for the Wildcats.
A little bit.
Honestly, second and 9
I should
for
probably
Mustangs.
focus on a little more, but
On their
Sunday's
own
coming up.
32.
That's really exciting for me to hear that because, I remember going to wrestling matches like that with my father and all the excitement. It's exciting. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, and especially that a couple of years ago, they won their first Perry County Championship since you were here.
Yeah.
And so, it's been a long time for Westbury Wrestling. And so, they probably don't need it, but for any advice to our wrestlers or any of our student athletes here today, any advice that you can give them as kind of wrestling player. Hey, history behind tonight.
That's corrected by Marcus Slater. Forced out of bounds by number 3 with someone early button, but they're offsides on the play.
I guess I would say that I think athletics is a really good thing. There's not very many things in life where hard work, when you work hard, you can see a direct correlation to your success. My advice would be to work hard. Take sports, take school, take it very seriously. You have a long time throughout your life to look back and see what you did. So take it seriously, make good decisions, and work extremely hard in whatever you do.
if you're a West Prairie student watching
After
this
the penalty, it is first and 10 for the
you're getting
Mustangs on the
great advice
Wildcats
from all these Hall
35.
of Famers today. Everything here is fantastic. And some of you probably don't know, we've been doing these broadcasts for the last 2 years. And this is the first year where we have a West Prairie Athletic Department trivia question of the game. And right now is a good time. Normally we give out the answer at halftime, but you probably know the answer to this. Who is the only West Prairie football player? Okay, I'll get back to that question. Who is the only West Prairie football
22,
player?
Trent Herrera for the Mustangs, who's first out of bounds by number 3 for Sean Early Holton for the
The
Wildcats.
only or the first?
The only.
They moved the pickup moves the change and
My
set up the
father
Mustangs first
played
and
in the
10.
Big 33.
Yeah.
Only
and
Wildcats
that's the thing,
13.
He's the only West Prairie football player in history to play in that game.
That's right, because Musa Smith, I remember, was going to play. And then,
Yeah.
okay.
Yep, so Musa Smith, he was a Hall of Famer, and big time, one of the best players ever. He was going to play in that game, but he got hurt during the
There's
war.
an injury. Yep.
And so yeah, Musa never got to play in that game, so your guy's the only one to ever do so. Which is incredible. Big in the right place. There's a touchdown for Trent Herrera.
Touchdown.
3:40 left to go here in the second half. Thank you so much for joining us.
Ian Goodwin after attempt to point after for the Mustangs.
Say hi to your mouth.
I will. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. We realized one of the greatest wrestlers back then. One of the greatest wrestlers of all time here. An extra point here for Ian Goodling is up and good.
The kick is up and good. And with 3:40 left in our first half. Our score, the West Prairie Mustangs 14, the Mechanicsburg Wildcats 7.
Still got a couple of Hall of Famers left to go to talk to, but we still got one of actually here in the first half. We're going to hear from right now the earliest Hall of Famer inductee in the history of West Prairie Athletics. And then Dunn, we're going to talk to him during halftime. West Prairie trying to pull off an upset. Still loads of football left to be played. But West Prairie striking Trent Herrera with a 9-yard touchdown run. Now the Mustangs up 14-7 here with 3:40 left to go here in the first half.
Ian Goodwin set the kick for the Mustangs, back deep for the Wildcats, number 4, Parker Sandler, and
Kicked off and it's a good kick here. And he was down for number
44 Marcus. The 44 for the Baxter, excuse me, for the Wildcats. Sets up the Wildcats first and 10 on their own 20.
So Lions scored a touchback, and so Mechanicsburg will have the ball here at the 20-yard line. Down by 7. Great game so far. Big, huge crowd here tonight for West Prairie Hall of Fame. Now West Prairie defense need to go a big stop. They had a big stop in the first drive, but not much after the third drive coming up here for the Wildcats. Lucy, shotgun. Lucy keeps himself, almost gets tackled by Ian Goodling, and it takes a shot and goes over.
Uzi's pass intended for number 3 with Sean Early Holton falls incomplete. Second and 10 for the Wildcats on their own 20.
Man, what a shot. That was like 70-yard shot. But just goes over the head of Sean Early Holton. Hey, Brett. Garrett Morrison. And now there's
Pitch to number 4, Parker Samuel for the Wildcats, tackled by number 41, Hunter Potiker.
Parker
For the
Samuel
Mustangs,
is the
being
guy
moved the
to
chains
keep an eye on for Mechanicsburg.
Set up the Wildcats
It's been
first
a
and
great
10
start in the first 4
on their own
games
31.
for
Garrett
Sam.
Morrison,
He only has
touchdowns.
52 carries. He doesn't run a whole lot, but every time he holds the ball, he takes off. He has 52 carries for 458 yards. I am not kidding here, ladies and gentlemen. 458 yards and 5 touchdowns on just 52 carries. That's almost a 100-yard average. That's almost a football field average, ladies and
Quarterback
gentlemen.
keeper Jeff Luigi for the Wildcats.
That's
Backed
Madden.
up by number 11, Hunter
That's
Roman
Madden
for the
football
Mustangs.
numbers right there.
Second and 11 for the Wildcats on their own 29.
Second 11 come up here. Nice stop by the Mustangs. Hand off here to Sample again. And Sample is shaking off defenders, and there he goes. He's got to be pushed out.
Handoff to number 4, Parker Sample for the Wildcats. Forced out of bounds by number 14, Ian Goodwin for the Mustangs. After a long pickup, they'll set up the Wildcats first and 10 on the Mustangs 31.
Big run here for Parker Sample. Sample definitely one of the bigger names in the Mid-10 Conference. And Lucy with the keeper, and he's got the wrapped up by Trevor Kelly.
Jeffrey Luigi with the quarterback keeper. Wrapped up by number 75, Trevor Kelly, and number 77, Skylar Latchford for the Mustangs. Gain of one on the play brings up second and 9 for the Mustangs. For the Wildcats, on the Mustangs 30.
30-yard line for the Mechanicsburg Wildcats. Mechanicsburg on a 3-game winning streak after losing to Carlisle in their first game. Mechanicsburg, they had a few close games so far this season. This year at the halfway point in Harrison, 3. Big tackle there. Sean Early Holton.
Pitch to number 3 was Sean Early Holton for the Wildcats. Combined on the stop for the Mustangs, number 75, Trevor Kelly, and number 14, Ian Goodwin. Pickups enough to move the chains and set up the Wildcats first and 10 on the Mustangs 20.
First and 10 from the 20 at the red zone now for the Wildcats. Lucy steps back, he fires, and wide open is LaShawn. There's LaShawn Early Holton, touchdown Mechanicsburg. What a throw, wide open.
Luigi's pass complete to number 9, Michael Goss, for the Wildcat touchdown.
That was actually number 9, Michael Goss. Oh, the extra point is no good.
Point after is no good. And with 1:08 left in our second quarter, your score, your West Prairie Mustangs 14, the Mechanicsburg Wildcats 13.
So West Prairie somehow hangs on to the lead. Extra point was no good. So 14-13 now with 1 minute 8 seconds left to go. We'll be right back to resume action here in the second quarter. You're watching West Prairie football against Mechanicsburg on the West Prairie Athletic Plus YouTube page. Back here, kickoff here for the Wildcats, a squib kick, and here by Trent Herrera. Trent Herrera gets wrapped up around the 28 to 29
Kick
yard
fielded by
line.
number 22, Trent Herrera. Tackled by number 33, Andrew Borwegan. For the Wildcats, sent to the Mustangs 1st and 10 on their own 30. With Garrett Morrison, please report to the press box.
So 1 minute on the clock exactly, and Westbury looking to put some points on. Because remember, Mechanicsburg gets the ball to start the second half. Westbury at the 30. Westbury about a 14-13 lead after a touchdown and a missed extra point. Oh, that ball almost muffed there by Marcus Quaker, and Quaker gets rushed out. Actually loses a yard on
Quarterback
the
keeper by Marcus Quaker. Forced out of bounds by number 52, Sam Garrity. For the Wildcats, loss of 2 in the play brings up 2nd and 12 for the Mustangs on their own 28.
So a loss of 1 yard there on the keeper by Marcus Quaker.
53 of the 53.
They actually put a couple seconds back on, now 53 seconds on the clock. Plus Marcus Quaker ran out of bounds, so yeah, the clock had to stop. 53 seconds here for the Mustangs, trying to get some insurance for the halftime. Handoff here for Herrera. Herrera gets wrapped up by defensive line. Motion shoving here for the Mustangs.
Handoff to number 22, Trent Herrera for the Mustangs. Brought down by shot by number 52, Sam Garrity for the Wildcats. 3rd and 13 for the Mustangs on their own 27. Timeout called by Mechanicsburg, their first charge timeout of the match.
Mechanicsburg knowing that they have to stop the clock to get the ball back for this one more time before halftime. We'll be right back after the Mechanicsburg timeout. So we are back here. About 43 seconds left to go before halftime, and 3rd and 13 coming up here for the Mustangs. Well, thank everyone at home for joining us here on the West Craft Live Farm YouTube page. A huge crowd here tonight at Mustang Stadium for Westbury's just 2nd home game of the year. Interesting formation here for the Mustangs. Keeper here for Quaker, and Quaker gets wrapped out. He needs to stay in bounds, and yeah, he does. So the clock continues to roll. Mechanicsburg is forced
Quarterback keeper
to
by
take a
Marcus
timeout.
Quaker. Stopped by number 2, Vance Coops for the Wildcats. We'll bring up 4th and 13 for the Mustangs on their own 27.
4th down coming up here for the Mustangs. Timeout once again by the Wildcats.
Timeout called by Mechanicsburg, their 2nd charge timeout of the half.
Great game here Friday night for Westbury football against Mechanicsburg. The last time these two teams met here at Mustang Stadium was back in 2018 when the Mustangs were victorious 28-6. And we encourage you to stick around for our Westbury Athletic Park halftime report. We're going to have a big buddy, Ben Dunn, who is going to talk with us at halftime. And so, still got 33 seconds left to go. For those who don't know, Ben Dunn was a freshman when I was a senior.
Just a little freshman.
So punt coming up here
Marcus
for
Quaker
the
took the punt
Mustangs.
for the Mustangs.
Definitely the last drive.
Number 4, Parker Samples took receive for the Wildcats.
Unless something happens here on the punt, Marcus Baker gets the punt off. And a fair catch got to be called by Sample right at the 39-yard line. 26 seconds left.
Fair catch by Parker Sample sets up the Wildcats 1st and 10 on their own 39.
So here we go. Last drive of the game of the first half. Most likely for both teams. And you're Mechanicsburg. They're not. I mean, you can go to try for a go-ahead touchdown because this is a huge drive for Mechanicsburg. They don't necessarily have to score here because they're going to get the ball to start the second half.
They need to guard number 3. Yeah, guard number 3. I don't even see him out. Oh, there, he's in the slot. He's in the slot. Guard number 3.
4 wide here for Mechanicsburg. They are going to try to take the lead away from West Point at halftime. There's Lucy now, and Lucy with a shot, and it's incomplete. Good stuff there for Hunter
Lucy's
Reed.
pass intended for number 18, Owen Reinex, falls incomplete. Number 21, Connor Wheeler on the cover for Mustangs. 2nd and 10 for Wildcats on their own 39.
Second and 10 cut off now for Mechanicsburg. Pass here, it's got to be caught here by number 5, Daniel Francis, and he stays in bounds, and the clock is going
Lucy's pass complete to number 5, Daniel Francis.
Mechanicsburg's got to take
It's
the
complete
final
number 5, Daniel
timeout.
Francis.
We'll be
Tackle by
back
number
here
20,
after
Isaiah Waller for the
Mechanicsburg
Mustangs.
timeout.
Brings up 3rd and 2
Actually, we're gonna keep it right
for the
here. 8
Wildcats
seconds
on their
left to
own
go.
47. Timeout called by the Wildcats. Their final charge timeout.
This is the longest minute I've ever seen in a football game. Last time. It's only the first half, but Mechanicsburg is still trying to get big win. Mechanicsburg leads the all-time series against West Prairie 6-3, and these are two teams that do not face very often. And Mechanicsburg has won the last 2 straight games against West Prairie. Last time West Prairie was at home against Mechanicsburg was back in 2018 when West Prairie won 28-6. That was also the last time West Prairie has beaten the Wildcats. They were winless against Mechanicsburg the last 2 years. Penn Live has Mechanicsburg as a 9-point favorite in this one, but here, 8 seconds away from halftime, the Mustangs are holding their turf here, their home turf here against the Wildcats. Four wide receivers right here for the Wildcats. Here's Lucy. Lucy getting rushed. And he takes a shot here. And it's caught here for number 3, but time runs out. And what a big story right now for the Mustangs. A 9-point underdog. And the West Prairie Mustangs are a 1-point favorite here at halftime. 14-13. And
With their
we're
score,
now
the West Prairie
at
Mustangs
halftime here
14.
at Mustangs Den.
But
We'll be
again,
right
the
back
Wildcats
in 1 minute
13.
for a marching band performance and Ben Dunn here in the house with us tonight. We'll be right back here in 1 minute. I do apologize to everyone at home, but the marching band's going to come out here and we're going to talk the entire time. And so I'm here with my good buddy, now a minor leaguer in baseball, Ben Dunn. How you doing, man?
Doing good, Alex. It's good to see you again.
Yeah, for those who are watching right now, for those who don't know, Len was a freshman when I was a senior here back in 2012, and now here you are, you're probably the youngest Hall of Famer ever here at Westbury. We started doing this in 2009, and now you're here, you came all the way from Georgia to be here.
Yeah.
And so, like, how you doing? Like, how's it down in Georgia in the minor leagues?
Oh, it was a long hot summer, but it was good to be playing baseball again. And yeah, Georgia was good. Very
Well, Westbury School District is proud to present the 2021 edition of the Mustang Marching Band under the field direction of junior drum major Kelsey Hess and senior drum major Christopher Reynolds. This year's field show is entitled The Vampire Hunter. In Bram Stoker's novel Dracula, Dr. Abraham Van Helsing leads a coalition of people to stop Count Dracula from spreading evil throughout the world. This show tells the story of Dr. Van Helsing's journey and all of its success. The repertoire includes excerpts from Toccata and Fugue in D minor by Johann Sebastian Bach, Night on Boiled Mountain by Sigorsky, In the Hall of the Mountain King by Edward Grieg, Symphony No. 5 by Ludwig van Beethoven, Small Nights by Peter Tchaikovsky, Julius Scalene from Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart's Requiem, and a Funeral March by Frederick Chopin. Instructional staff of the Mustang Marching Band includes director of band Matthew Wiesman, color guard designer and instructor Nicole Wood, drill design Tim Newland, musical arranger Rick Miller. Senior members of the 2021 Mustang Marching Band include Elijah House, Mackenzie Kiner, Christopher Reynolds, and Lacey Shipp. The students and staff would like to take this opportunity to thank the Westbury School District Board of Education, administrators, the Westbury Music Partnership, and the community for their continued support of the program. We hope you enjoy our musical and visual presentation of The Vampire Hunter.
Yep. They named it after because we were right near the Augusta National Golf Course.
Oh,
so
wow.
yeah, the winner of that tournament gets the big green jacket.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
okay.
so that's why they named it that.
Okay. Hey, did you get a chance to go to the Masters last year?
I didn't. We were the way they did it with the minor league season this year. It started a month later. So when we were down in Florida for spring training during the Masters, so normally we would have been there, so that would have been a cool experience, but I was watching on TV this year.
Well, that's what I do every year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's probably one of the biggest bucket lists I have to go down to Augusta and see the Masters. But just for 1 day, or maybe 4 days.
I got a few little glimpses of the course, but they lock it down pretty good, but it's a beautiful area around there.
If only you were a master golfer.
I'm working on it.
I don't know. I mean, you could be. Like,
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2021 edition of the Westbury Mustang Marching Band.
two hands down vertical.
Yeah, I'd say that's the #1 baseball player, pitcher hobby.
Yeah.
that and fishing and hunting, that type of stuff.
Yeah, and so you were down at Augusta for a little bit, as I was saying. Then you got the call to go up to the high A level,
Yep.
up at Rome. And my first time down, I was like, yeah, is he over in Europe? Is he in England? Rome?
Yeah, they make a lot of Rome jokes about that. But
I'm sure. I'm sure. But what was that moment like for you? Like, I think it's your first professional call-up when you got hurt. Well, it's just not the major leagues, but you're taking one real step at a time. So what was that like?
it was, well, I'll get into that in a second, but yeah, it was like the first time I got called into the office and got like some good news, getting moved up to another level. But it started off with a lot of anxiety because my manager, Mike Saunders, he's a jokester, and he called me into the office with like a grim tone and look on his face. And at first he made it seem like I was getting let go, released again. So I was a little anxious at first, and then he told me I was getting moved up, and that was a good moment for me, and a lot of laughs, so it was good.
I'm sure a lot of your friends are excited for that, even though a lot of your friends are not Phillies fans.
Yeah.
And they're not quite a big fan of the Braves.
Yeah, pretty much everyone that I know is a Phillies fan. They say they'll make an exception for the Braves now, except when they're playing them. So, but I understand that.
Yeah, so like a lot of teams, they have like say your Phillies, for example, they have 3 A teams. They got low A, they got regular A, they got the high A. Toronto has the low and high A. the next step would be in double A.
Yep.
So, but that's still to come next year. One of the biggest questions I have every year for any professional baseball player, whether in the offseason or they focus on baseball, what do you do? What do you do for time off?
I really don't take much time off at all. Like, they call it the off season, but that's when guys are kind of getting their bodies ready to go for 160 games a season. So I don't take too much time off. Right now, I'm still throwing, and I have like a 2-week shutdown period here coming up, and then I'll get right back into the off-season training. In the off-season, most of my time goes down in Camp Hill. I work in a baseball facility and do my lifting and throwing and that type of stuff there.
So do you currently still live down there in Georgia, or have you moved up?
Oh, I've moved up here. Yeah, my parents still live in Elliotsburg, but in the off seasons I've been living in Camp Hill with my girlfriend Courtney.
That's great. Have you been you with your head coach Jeff Samuels, also my coach when I was a manager here with the baseball team, and so like how I feel like seeing him again.
Oh, it was amazing. Yeah, I text with him and call with him throughout the season every year, and we keep close with each other. But yeah, I've been going for 6 months, so it was good to see him again. He's done a lot for me over the years. So.
I don't know if you know, but this fall, every Sunday this fall, West Point Division baseball.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'll probably send that over to you. I'll send you the schedule. They start like 4 weeks into the season. It's kind of like NFL football, but it's Sunday baseball. So, like it didn't happen during the summer because of COVID. And then they brought it back in the fall, so that's up every Sunday.
I didn't know about that. I'll have to stop by.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Sure. Yeah, I'll send you a schedule. Great performance so far for watching games. Sorry for everyone at home watching and trying to listen to music on Workers here. 2 old friends. So, now you're a Hall of Famer, which is fantastic. Hopefully, I'll be in a couple of years. I'm just doing this. But I'm not going to be like Joe Buck or anything like that.
You never know.
You graduated 2015.
Yep.
So 6 years ago. Not much has probably changed since you know, but what advice would you give to our students and student athletes now by your Hall of Fame?
Yeah, I mean the biggest advice that I give to them right now is just enjoy the now, where they're at, have the best time they can here. But if they, for like student athletes, for example, if they want to have like successful careers and play beyond high school, just develop consistent routines that are going to get you a little bit better each and every day, and just go out there every day with a thoughtful attitude. And I think that's what's taken me to where I am today.
This is advice from probably a future Atlanta Ray Ray man. If you get up there, I hope you get up there. If you do, I'm going down to Atlanta. I'll buy season tickets.
Oh, you won't have to buy them. I'll get you into the games, but
and also if you know any connection stuff, like
we'll have to work you in there. I'll have to get some connections for it, but yeah, I'm stretching and clawing my way up there.
Yeah, you're going to let all of us know whenever you get down to Atlanta, your first game like in the Disney movie, The Rookie.
Oh, yeah.
I'm driving down. First thing, I'll buy the plane ticket to Atlanta, and I'll be there. And who knows, we'll see you sometime in Atlanta.
Yep.
Hey, if you ever, as a Yankees fan, if you ever get up to the Yankees, forget about it. I'll be up there for sure.
I'm there with you. I grew up as a Yankees fan growing up, but right now playing for teams, you kind of gotta root for them. So.
Oh yeah. When you were playing at the Twins organization, I was like, it's bad like oh.
Yeah.
The Yankees count all the time. So.
The Twins always struggle with the Yankees in October.
The Yankees are struggling right now to get to the wild card, so they have Boston tonight.
They started off so hot after the All-Star break, and now they're kind of slowing down.
But okay, well, Ben down, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me here tonight. Congratulations, and I'll see you someday in the mental.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. Let's go wrap up our West Prairie Athletics Parks halftime report with Alex Wolby. Golden Pipes of West Prairie Athletics with professional and now West Prairie Hall of Famer Ben Dunn. Congratulations again on the honor. And we'll be right back in 2 minutes to start the second half. You're watching West Prairie football against Mechanicsburg on the West Prairie Athletic Parks YouTube page. We'll be right back in 2 minutes. We are back here, West Prairie Mustangs retaking the field. Halftime upon us, and we're going to get the third quarter underway here in just a couple of minutes. We have a couple of score updates for you here tonight. Around the Mechanicsburg division. Shippensburg is at home tonight against Waynesboro. Shippensburg currently has a 26-7 lead at halftime against Waynesboro. Greencastle Angel is also up against Susquehanna Township. Luther was up 17-7 at halftime.
If I can have your attention, please pull out your 50-50 tickets. I have the winning number here. Worth $196. That winning number is 533037. 533037. If you have that ticket, please come to the press box and collect your winnings. That ticket is worth $196. Some halftime scores from around the area. It is Shippensburg leading Waynesburg 26-7. Northern leading East Pennsburg 7-2. Middletown leading Juniata 7-2. Cumberland Valley leading Altoona 10-7. And Redland leading Hershey 7-0.
about 2 minutes away before the start of the third quarter. Westbury still hard on back to the end zone here at Mustang Stadium.
And it is currently Trinity leading Newport 14-7.
Westbury 2-2 overall, looking to bounce back after a tough loss to Waynesboro last week. Westbury just for the second home game of the year. 3 of the first 5 games are on the road. But what's great about that, ladies and gentlemen, is that for the second half, 3 of the last 5 games are on home. So we got loads of football action still yet to come. We are officially at the halfway point of football season. Here come the Mustangs taking the field to start the second half. Westbury, you got a feel they are fired up by 1 point. It should have been tied 14-14, but missed an extra point. Here's Westbury a 1-point lead here at halftime. Mechanicsburg currently on a 3-game winning streak. The Wildcats lost to Colorado 27-14 at home for Mechanicsburg in week 1. Ever since then, the Wildcats have been fantastic. A couple close games, but it's a fine start to Mechanicsburg season, now halfway through the season, but being down by 1 here at halftime. In week 2, Mechanicsburg beat Elizabethtown 14-7. Then we won on the road at Redland 27-17. And then they
Set to kick open the second half for Mustangs, number 14, Ian Goodwin.
3 of the first 4 games for Mechanicsburg have been at home. This is just their second away game this year for the Wildcats. Both teams taking the field. We still got a couple Hall of Famers to talk to.
Back eight for the Wildcats, number 3, Rashawn Early Holton, and number 4, Parker Sample.
I don't think we're going to get Garrett Morrison tonight, however, they said. We're going to try to call his name up a couple of times, but somebody has to come out, so he probably will. Hit the ball! Garrett Morrison, but that ball almost goes out of bounds. Actually, I think he did.
Goodwin's kick goes out of bounds. We'll set up the Wildcats 1st and 10.
Where is this ball going to get spotted at? It goes out bounds before the 35-yard line. It's got to
1st and 10 for Wildcats on the road, 42.
It's got to start at the 42-yard line for the Wildcats. Lucy, we had a good first half despite being down by 1. 2 touchdowns for both teams in the first half. Lucy fires and wide open was Early Holton. Rashawn Early
Easy
Holton.
pass to pick number 3, Rashawn Early Holton for the Wildcats. Right down to number 22, Trent Herrera for the Mustangs. Brings up 2nd and 1 for the Wildcats on the Mustangs 49.
7.5 minutes just in start here in the third quarter. 4 wide again here for Mechanicsburg. Hand off here to Sample, and Sample gets the first down and more. It gets wrapped up at the 40-yard line.
Number 4, Parker Sample takes the ball up the middle for the Wildcats. Brought down to number 14, Ian Goodwin for the Mustangs. Set up the Wildcats 1st and 10 on the Mustangs 40. Handoff to Parker Sample for the Wildcats. Brought down by number 75, Trevor Kelly for the Mustangs. Brings up 2nd and 7 for the Wildcats on the Mustangs 37.
second down coming up now. Pass here, and who else? Early Holton. And first down here for Mechanicsburg.
Luigi's pass complete to number 3, Deshaun Early Horton. Combined on the stop for the Mustangs, number 14, Ian Goodling, number 41, Hunter Potiker. But it sets up the Wildcats first and 10 on the Mustangs 25.
Mechanicsburg driving here to start the second half. 4 wide once again, and a pitch, and no, Luci's got to keep himself, and he has got to get the first down here. Good run here for
Quarterback keeper by Jeffrey Luigi for the Wildcats. Combined on the stop again for the Mustangs, number 14, Ian Goodling, and number 41, Hunter Potiker. But again, it will move the chains and set up the Wildcats first and 10 on the Mustangs 14.
14-yard line, 14 yards away from Mechanicsburg to retake the lead. Westbury has led this game twice, and Mechanicsburg has led this game once. Back score changes, score leads, and here's Sample. Sample gets wrapped up, and he's just short of the touchdown. And he gets it up for a first
Hand off to number 4, Parker Sample for the Wildcats. Brought down number 14, Ian Goodling for the Mustangs. Chains move again, sets up the Wildcats first and goal on the Mustangs 4.
Lucy keeps on, and he's in trouble, and missing the tackle, and wide open. Oh, what a touchdown for the Wildcats. Seth Brubaker wide open in the end zone.
Luigi's pass
Busted
is complete
play.
to number 12, Seth Brubaker for the Wildcat touchdown.
And Mechanicsburg retakes the lead at 19-14. Man, West Prairie defensive line had Lucy wrapped up, and Lucy somehow got away and fires into the end zone for a Wildcat touchdown. Wow, what a play. And now 2 points coming up here from Mechanicsburg, going for 2 points here. Shovel pass to Sample, and that is no good, just short. And 2-point conversion, no good.
2-point conversion for the Wildcats is no good, attempted by Parker Sample. So with 9:22 left in our third quarter, your score, the Mechanicsburg Wildcats 19, your West Prairie Mustangs 14.
So we are here in the third quarter. 2-point conversion, no good for the Wildcats. So 19-14 and
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, please check your tickets at winning 50-50 number 533037. 533.
We are back here. Mechanicsburg taking back in the lead, 19-14, by a failed 2-point conversion pitch to Parker Sample.
The Mustangs, I keep the Mustangs, number 22, Trent Herrera, and number 28, Hunter Tobin. Check the 6 for the Wildcats, number 49, Nico Liebenbaum.
Short kick here for the Wildcats, now with a 5-point lead. He takes off. Good starting field position right at the 35-yard line.
Kick fielded by
We are back here. Look at how Billy Stone joined us here now, Hall of Famer, after this West Prairie drive. Handoff here to Trent Herrera, and Herrera gets wrapped up immediately. He loses, I think, 2 yards there on that play.
Handoff to number 22, Trent Herrera for the Mustangs. Tackled by number 52, Sam Garrity for the Wildcats. Loss of 2 in the play brings up 2nd and 12 for the Mustangs on their own 33.
Substitution coming up here for Westbury. Information here for the Mustangs. Marcus Quaker's got to keep it himself, and he's got to get wrapped up immediately. 5-yard loss here for the Mustangs. Mechanicsburg was ready for that quarterback keeper.
Quarterback keeper by Marcus Quaker. He's tackled by number 4, Parker Sample for the Wildcats. Brings up 3rd and 15 for the Mustangs on their own 30.
Huge crowd here at Mustang Stadium tonight. Student section fired up so far. I mean, Mechanicsburg is a 9-point favorite. Right now, they're only up by 5 after scoring a touchdown for opening drive here in the second half. Clutch is scrambling around here for the Mustangs. 5 slide here for the Mustangs. Doing a tight end. Just forward, Quaker takes it himself. He's got to take off, and he's got to be well short of a first down, but he gets pretty good yards on that play. It's got to be 4th and 6 coming up here for the Mustangs.
Quarterback keeper by Marcus Quaker, forced out of bounds by number 35, Tyler Knoll for the Wildcats. Brings up 4th and 7 for the Mustangs on their own 38. Marcus Quaker set the punt for the Mustangs, back deep for the Wildcats.
So 4th down
Number
coming
4, Parker Sample.
Westbury to punt it off to Parker Sample. A dangerous threat for the Mechanicsburg Wildcats. And a jump here for number 79, Jaden Connors. And
Flag on the play. Offside call against the Wildcats.
5 more yards out on, but still
Brings
not
up
enough.
4th and 2 for the Mustangs on their own 43.
So 4th and 2 coming now, and now the Westbury offense is going back out on the field. Fourth and 2, Westbury is deciding to go for it. Big play coming up here, dangerous territory. Westbury still in their own side of the field, so big risk coming up here for the Mustangs. 3 wide here, and a pitch here to Trent Herrera, and he's out, and that's a first down for the Mustangs. A great option run here for Marcus Perry and
Handoff to
Trent
Trent
Herrera.
Herrera, takes the end corner. Stopped by number 35, Tyler Noah, number 56, Marlon Aristide, but it's enough to rear the change and bring up 1st and 10 for the Mustangs on their own 48.
First down after a big risky play for the Mustangs. And now we're going to have a timeout call here, I believe, by the Mustangs. And we're going to take a break here as well in the broadcast. We're going to watch Westbury football against Mechanicsburg on the Westbury Athletic.
Number 20, Isaiah Wells for the Mustangs, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, was that an entry timeout actually? Yeah, it was. Isaiah Wells entry timeout, but still 1st and 10 here. Isaiah Wells looks to be okay from up here on the sideline. First and 10 here for Westbury. There's the fullback here.
Handoff to number 28, Hunter Tillman for the Mustangs.
Tillman. He gets nothing on that run. Second and
Tackled by
10.
number 4, Parker Sample for the Wildcats. No gain on the play, brings up 2nd and 10 for the Mustangs on their own 48.
Second and 10. gorgeous night here at Mustang Stadium. Lots of people here in the stands. A great sight to see. 4 wide here for the Mustangs. Nice breaker with screen pass. It's going to be caught by Gilman and gets about 5 yards on it. 4 or 5 yards.
28, Hunter Tillman, brought down by number 51, Aiden Martinez for the Wildcats. Brings up 3rd and 6 for the Mustangs and the Wildcats 48.
Hunter Tillman. 6 minutes left to go here. We're still waiting to talk to our Hall of Famer Billy Stone. Free wide here for the Mustangs. I formation here. Trent Herrera in the backfield. Handoff here, and no, Marcus Baker hangs on to it. He gets wrapped up right at the 45-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd and about 40
keeper by number 13, Marcus Baker for the
down
Mustangs.
here for the Mustangs.
Brought down by number 23, Sage Thomas for the Wildcats. Brings up 4th and 3 for the Mustangs on the Wildcats 45.
Another big play coming up here. West Prairie offense still on the field here. 4th down, 4th and 3 this time for the Mustangs. Good spot here. You know you're in Mechanicsburg territory now. You're still very close to midfield. Baker with a shot and it's caught. And that is the 1st down for the Mustangs.
Baker pass to number 14, Ian Goodman. Picks up the 1st down for the Mustangs. Sets up 1st and 10 on the Wildcats 3.
4th and 3. West Prairie converts on yet another 4th down conversion. 2nd time in this drive for the Mustangs. So they are moving down the field. Now at Mechanicsburg's 40. 1st and 10. And off here to Trent Herrera. He gets immediately hit 56. 56, Marlon Aristide. Loss of about 4 yards.
Handoff number 22, Trent Herrera for the Mustangs. Brought down by number 56, Marlon Aristide for the Wildcats. We'll bring up 2nd and 14 for the Mustangs on the Wildcats 44.
Aristide with a big tackle. Ready for Trent Herrera. He loses 4 yards. So 2nd and 14 now for West Prairie. Deep shotgun here for the Mustangs. Marcus Baker is going to take off, and a big tackle there by Baker.
Quarterback keeper by
Not enough
Marcus
for
Baker.
first down.
First down
Back
by
to
number 4,
the
Parker
original
Sample
last
for the
scrimmage.
Wildcats. Brings up 3rd and 9 for the Mustangs on the Wildcats 39.
39 coming up here for the
One more
Mustangs.
high school score from the area. At halftime, it is Trinity 28, Newport 7. And in college football this evening, North Carolina pounded Duke 37-17.
That's probably a very good running game. That's what you have to do here in the Mid-Penn Carolina division. Every team in that division has a strong running game. West Prairie is showing that here tonight. And a toss here to another full swing, and that's enough for a 1st down.
Baker's pass is complete to number 14, Ian Goodwin for the Mustangs. Brought down by number 12, Seth Brubaker for the Wildcats. They will move the chain, second the Mustangs, 1st and 10 on the Wildcats 28.
Another drive here for the Mustangs. Never thought this drive would last so long. How can you? 2 4th down plays and now a 3rd down play. All good for a 1st down. And West Prairie is driving here and looking to retake the lead down by 5. Baker will take a high snap, but he takes himself here up the drive.
The last keeper by Michael Springer, stopped by number 23, Sage Thomas of the Wildcats. Brings up 2nd and 6 for the Mustangs on the Wildcats 24.
2nd and 6 coming up now.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have picked a new winning number for the 50-50. It is still worth $196. That new number, 5331997.
Big suspense going out at second 50-50 to the open summer just won almost $200. And here's Trent Herrera now. And a fly coming out here in the backfield.
Hand off to number 22, Trent Herrera for the Mustangs.
On this play.
Tackle by number 4, Parker Sample for the Wildcats. There's a flag on the play.
Face mask called against the Wildcats. That's going to be 15
Face
yards.
mask called
That's
against the
first down.
Wildcats.
No, that's actually going to be half the distance, but still it's going to be first down here for the
Wildcats with a
Mustangs.
personal foul face mask called against the Wildcats. So it sets up the Mustangs 1st and 10 on the Wildcats 12.
So 1st and 10 here from the 12-yard line. Oh, almost a tough stop. Jump start, but here's Trent Herrera. Herrera driving, and he's in! Touchdown, West Perry! Trent Herrera, a 12-yard run.
Takes the ball down to the corner into the end zone with a Mustang touchdown.
What a big run for Trent Herrera. And we have a minute 28 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. West Perry retakes the 2019 lead. 2019 now on the scoreboard. What a great year that was in 2019. And offense is staying on the field for the Mustangs, trying to go for 2 and make this a field goal game. What a game here for the Mustangs. What an unbelievable drive. A couple 4th down plays go for 1st down. A couple 3rd down plays, a face mask called on Mechanicsburg, and now a big touchdown run. And now going for 2. And oh, what a catch! Oh, what a catch! Oh, what a catch here for the Mustangs! Ian Goodling. Covered extremely well in 2-point conversion. And it's now 22-19 for the Mustangs. So late here in the 3rd quarter. We'll be right back. We'll be right back to resume action here in the 3rd quarter. West Perry has a 22-19 lead. You're watching West Perry football against Mechanicsburg on the West Perry Athletic Partners YouTube page. We are back here on a great drive by the Mustangs to retake a 22-19 lead. And West Perry about to kick it back off to the Mechanicsburg Wildcats. But before we do that, we have another Hall of Famer here to talk to, Mr. Billy Stone. How you doing? Yes, sir. And so, in the West Perry Athletic Hall of Fame, we do not have a lot of athletes. In fact, I think you're one of 3 to be in the Hall of Fame to play 3 sports. And so, that is great for you. It's been a while since you graduated from here. So what is it like to be back
Again, getting kicked in the end zone for a touchdown. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats on their own 20.
been out in the city the past few years.
Can't argue with that. So you were a tryout right here. You played soccer, basketball, and baseball. How do you do that? How did you do it? And we're playing 3 sports in every single season.
Well, a lot different back then than it is today, where we can concentrate on one sport. We just rode from one sport to the other, and it was great. I love it.
Yeah, and so I have to ask you, all of the 3 sports that you play here at West Point, long ride here for Park and Sample, but of all 3 sports, which one did you like?
Number 22, Glenn Robinson, finding a lot of real estate for the Wildcats. Brought down by number 22, Trent Herrera for the Mustangs. Sets up the Wildcats first and 10 on their own 47.
A lot of good times. If I could do it over again, I'd love to go back and play sports again.
Now, we have another Hall of Famer.
Not at the time. I mean, I was basically included all right.
And off again, number 22, Glenn Robinson. Tackled by number 77, Skylar Latchford for the Mustangs. Brings up second and 12 for the Wildcats on their own 43.
During your time here, let's play with all 3 sports. What did you say was your best memory?
Wildcats again called Glenn Robinson, number 22. Coming on the side, Mustangs, number 14, Ian Goodwin, number 30, Vash Brown. Brings up third and 9 for the Wildcats on their own 47.
I had a game where I hit 2 home runs. Probably winning the most valuable player award at the Perry County tournament would have to be one of them, I would say. It's hard to choose, you know.
And that brings us to the end of our third quarter. This is score. Your West Point Mustangs 22, the Mechanicsburg Wildcats 19.
Since you had the biggest impact in baseball, you were a 3-time letter winner, and you also won the Tri-Violent Championship. Of course, now they're in the Mid-10 Conference, but now you're back in the Tri-Violent. And you also led the team in batting average. So a lot of triathletes don't come around as much as they used to back then in the late 90s or early 2000s. But would you have any advice to any of our students here today?
I would say definitely if you can, get involved in sport, activity, just get camaraderie, plus it keeps you out of trouble. There's too much to get in trouble nowadays. Get involved. It's a team. There's no I in team. It's a team sport. Get involved.
So if there was one last question before you get to if there was one sport besides the ones you played, was there any other sports that you thought of?
I actually did think that playing football. I actually thought of playing football, but I didn't want to risk getting injured.
Usually pass ahead to number 4, Parker Campbell falls incomplete. Over at number 22, Trent Herrera for the Mustangs. Brings up 4th and 9 for the Wildcats
Football was a little more
on their own 47. Back to punt for the Wildcats, number 4, Parker Campbell. Back deep for the Mustangs, number 22, Trent Herrera.
hated to not play football.
That's fair for sure. All right, that's all I got for you. Thank you so much for joining me. Congratulations. It took a while, but you finally made it.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your time.
At least down there, everybody. Great
Campbell's
job.
punters out of bounds. Sets up the Mustangs first and 10 on their own 46.
So West Perry with a big stop on defense, and now they have the ball. Oh, some of the coaches for Mechanicsburg starting to get a aggressive upstairs. Wow, man, this Mechanicsburg team, Mechanicsburg is a really good team these time, man. Oh yeah, they lost to Cardinal, but Cardinal is a really good team as well. They're 3-1. They just had their first loss of the year last week at Cumberland Valley. But the Mechanicsburg Wildcats currently on a 3-game winning streak in jeopardy here tonight as we just start in the fourth quarter. Unfortunately, we're not going to have time to talk with the other Hall fans as they are not here tonight. Marcus Quaker takes the handoff and he takes himself and he gets enough for a first down. Mechanicsburg defense.
Keeper by Marcus Quaker.
Okay, Marcus Quaker now.
Wildcats number 12, Seth Baker, number 22, Frank Robinson. The pickup moves the chain, sets up the Mustangs first from 10 on the Wildcats 41.
The other Hall fans we did not talk to were Garrett Morrison, Derek Brigham, and Jonathan Ecker. But still, congratulations to all of our Hall of Fame inductees for 2020 and 2021. They cannot wait for next year, but we have all this again to announce the class of 2022, wherever those people may be. Congratulations to all our Hall of Fame inductees here today. And this night is for you. Trent Herrera takes the shot and
Handoff to number 22, Trent Herrera, brought down by number 56, Marlon Ariski for the Wildcats. To bring up 2nd and 6 for the Mustangs on the Wildcats 37.
who knows, I was talking about this with Ben Dumbarton the other day. Who knows, maybe we can have some kind of celebrity link in the Westbury Hall of Fame. Who knows, maybe I can be in the Hall of Fame, just like Joe Buck did with the NFL. Joe Buck, a great announcer. In my opinion, not the greatest ever, but he's definitely up there. He's got to NFL Hall of Fame this past year. So, there's a handoff here, and gets a couple of yards there. That's a 3 yards.
Tucker Ziegler taking the ball up a little for the Mustangs, brought down by number 50, Michael Jones for the Wildcats. Brings up 3rd and 3 for the Mustangs on the Wildcats 34.
West Perry taking the ball downfield, looking to increase the lead. West Perry has not had a 2-possession lead so far in this game. It's all been very, very close. And for Mechanicsburg, this is the first game in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. Oh, we got a flag here. It's a delay of game against the Mustangs.
Penalty flag on the play, delay of game called against the Mustangs.
Too much time here for the Mustangs.
After the penalty, it will be 3rd and 7 for the Mustangs on the Wildcats 37.
That has to be tough. When you're playing here at West Point, but you don't have a shot clock anywhere on this field. Like we see, like so far this season, I see a couple of shot clocks over at Newport, but last week at Waynesboro. But we don't have one here. I'm surprised we don't have one here. We really should. So 3rd and 8 now. Oh no, that Marcus Quaker hangs on to it. He's not going to get enough for a first down, but West Point,
We're back to by Marcus Quaker, brought down by number 23, Sage Thomas for the Wildcats. We bring up 4th and 5 for the Mustangs on the Wildcats 36.
The Mustangs convert on 4th down twice in their last drive against Mechanicsburg. So, but now this is the longest 4th down play coming up. 4th and 5. The previous two were for 3 and 2 yards. And now 4th and 5, Westbury offense staying up on the field. Quaker steps by and he takes a shot here for Ian Goodley. He takes it! A tackle for Ian Goodley, and it's good for Herrera, first down.
Good one down the sideline for the completion. Sets up the Mustangs first and 10 on the Wildcat 17.
Just ran that throw the last fourth down. Now he's taking it on somewhere.
First and 10 after a great fourth down play from Marcus Quaker to Ian Goodling. And here's Trent Herrera now. And Herrera takes the ball for, looks like 4
Handoff number 22, Trent Herrera. He's wrapped up on number 23, Sage Thomas for the Wildcats. Gain of 3 in the play brings up 2nd and 7 for the Mustangs
8 minutes
on the
left to go.
Wildcats 14.
8 minutes left to go here for the in the fourth quarter. If West Perry can get a touchdown here, it'll be very difficult for the Wildcats to get back into this one.
Hey, Brett. Yes, there hasn't been like a big game in practice really for a while. It took me a 4 quarter.
Second and 7 for the Mustangs at the 14. High formation here for the Mustangs. Another delay of game. Or no, timeout.
Timeout called by the Mustangs. Their first charge timeout of the half.
Bob Bowden knew it was coming, and he calls the timeout. Good job there for Coach Bob Bowden to call that timeout and not give up another 5 yards. He did not want being called on that twice in the same drive. That timeout was called as soon as the referee flew his flag, because that referee in the end zone is the only one with the watch, and he was just about to call delay a game, and Bob Barnes saw it was coming and called a timeout right before, like literally a split second before the delay game was called.
It's a destruction of Wildcats. It's a destruction of Wildcats.
Here we go, West Prairie after the timeout. 7:33 left to go. West Prairie up by 3. Let's see what West Prairie can do here on 2nd and 7. Hand off here to Trent Herrera. Herrera's got to get a couple yards, but it's not going to be enough for a first down. But it's got to be very close. It's got to be 3rd and maybe 2.
Hand off to Trent Herrera for the Mustangs. Coming on the stop for the Wildcats, number 50, Michael Jones, number 23, Sage Thomas. Brings up 3rd and 4 for the Mustangs on the Wildcats 10.
3rd and 3 from the Mechanicsburg's 10-yard line. Big play coming out here for the Mustangs. I formation, 2 wide. And out to Trent Herrera, and Herrera goes in. He's got to be. It looks like it's got to be
Trent Herrera
short.
for the Mustangs.
It looks like it's got to be short. And now it's a first down here for the Mustangs.
Mustangs, but it's enough to move the chains. Some of the Mustangs first and goal on the Wildcats 8.
Just barely over the goal line play. It was going out for a first down, 1st and goal from the 7-yard line for the Mustangs. Big drive here for West Perry. And out here to Herrera again. Herrera gets wrapped up this time, but he gains maybe 1 yard.
It's Herrera again with the ball for the Mustangs. Brought down by number 12, Seth Brubaker. 2nd and goal for the Mustangs from the Wildcats 6.
Second and goal from the 6. High formation again. Baker, options, Trent Herrera, Herrera diving, and touchdown!
Trent Herrera finds the play of the Mustangs touchdown.
was a delay call, but a touchdown here for Trent Herrera, 6 yards.
Mustangs work the option well.
His second touchdown of the game. And it's now
Number 14 is in now to attack the ball after
third touchdown of the game. Excuse me, I missed one. 3 touchdowns for Trent Herrera. What a game. .547 left. Ian Goodling attack on the extra point. And an offsides is going to be called here on the Wildcats. And now, what's Westbury got to do? They were saying, let's go for 2. Let's go for 2. Why not? We now have a 2-possession game. At this point, like, why would you go for 1? I mean, really, why would you go for 2? Because either way, no matter what happens here, it's going to be a 2-possession lead for the Mustangs. So now they decide to go for 2 off the offside, so they have the ball off the 1-yard line. High formation again for the Mustangs. Marcus Quaker options again, the exact same play. And that's a late hit call on Mechanicsburg, but 2 points.
Two-point conversion is good. There's a flag on the play. Personal foul call against the Wildcats. With 5:47 left to our ball game, your score, your Westbury Mustangs 30, the Mechanicsburg Wildcats 19.
What a game here for Westbury here tonight, listen to this crowd, listen to the band. Huge start here for the Mustangs. Looking for a big upset here. 30-19. It's now an 11-point game. And Mechanicsburg needs to do everything they can in the next 5 minutes and 47 seconds to get back into this game. Already about to see a huge upset here at Mustang Stadium. Remember, these 2 teams, they're not bad teams for each other. They just have a good start. Westbury's 2-2 overall. They had a 2-game winning streak before losing to Waynesboro last week. But now, Westbury looking for their first win in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division of 2021. Both of these teams are ranked 6th in their respective classes in District 3 power rankings. Westbury in 3A, they are ranked 6th. The top 8 teams make the playoffs. For Mechanicsburg, they are ranked 6th in 5A. And this would be a huge win for the Mustangs. And after the penalty, the kickoff is coming from Westbury's 45-yard line. What a huge foul. Illegal contact call on Mechanicsburg. And this will undoubtedly be a touchback.
The kick goes out of the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. On their own 20.
Well, that's only the 2nd touchback of the season for Ian Goodwin. I mean, if you're in front of your own 45-yard line, why not? Who knows, maybe Westbury could have gone for offsides because here, right? Mechanicsburg went up out right field position. There we go, Mechanicsburg down by 11. They need to do everything they can to score some points. And a screen pass here to
Number 4, Parker Sample falls incomplete. 2nd and 10 for the Wildcats on their own 20.
Marching band getting hyped up. The student section getting hyped up here in Mustang Stadium. As Westbury on the 2nd home game of the year is going to look to go 2-0 here at home. And wow, this would be a huge win for the Mustangs if they can hang on in the next 6 minutes. Screen pass is dropped by Rashawn Early.
Losing pass defender number 3, Rashawn Early Holton falls incomplete. 3rd and 10 for the Wildcats on their own 20.
What is going on with this Mechanicsburg Wildcat team? They had the lead.
At the end of the 3rd quarter, it was Juniata 8, Middletown 7.
4 wide here for the Wildcats. Shot. Holton gets the first down here. Big third down and 10 play for the Wildcats.
Losing pass to base number 3, Rashawn Early Holton. Combined on stop for Mustangs, number 21, Connor Wheeler, number 22, Trent Herrera. First and 10 for the Wildcats on their own 35.
Screen pass is no good, incomplete, no fumble.
Screen pass and then number 4, Parker Sampson falls incomplete. Second and 10 for the Wildcats on their own 35.
I think I see the Mechanicsburg coaching staff telling the marching bands like, hey, be quiet. 4 wide again here for the Wildcats. And this time it's caught and wrapped up immediately. It's number 5, Daniel Francis.
Losing pass complete to number 5, Daniel Francis, but he's met immediately by number 20, Isaiah Wells for the Mustangs. Third and 5 for the Wildcats on their own 40.
Big third down play coming up again for the Wildcats. Second straight third down play. 4 wide here for the Wildcats. And Lucy getting pressure and deep shot and picked off! Trent Herrera with the interception! And that could seal the deal for the Wildcats. For the Mustangs.
There is a flag on the play.
Or no, oh, wait a minute, they got a flag here. They did not see this. And it's against Mechanicsburg. Pounding is decline. Westbury's going to have the ball. Huge foul on Mechanicsburg. And now it's going to receive it downfield. You got to be wondering who Jeffrey Lucy was passing to. Obviously somebody did not want to pass to. Trent Herrera makes Mechanicsburg pay for it. And now the Mustangs up by 11. With 4:37 left to go. If Herrera, a huge night for Trent Herrera. He has 3 touchdowns and now an interception. The first turnover of the game, ladies and gentlemen. First turnover of the game comes late here in the 4th quarter. And it's costly for Mechanicsburg. If Westbury can score any points here in this drive, he'll be well but over. And hand off here for Herrera. And it gets wrapped up.
Handoff number 33, Tucker Ziegler for the Mustangs. Down number 79, Jaden Connors for the Wildcats. And gain of 1 of the play brings up 2nd and 9 for the Mustangs on the Wildcat 27. Excuse me, the Mustangs 27.
Four minutes left to go. I don't think Westbury is going to try to score some points on this drive, but why would it need to? They're up by 2 possessions.
They need to be up on the line of scrimmage.
And or is Westbury going to just take the time and call a timeout? And yeah, Westbury is going to take a timeout.
And I'll call by the Mustangs. Their second charge timeout open.
Second charge timeout here for the Mustangs. 3:41 left to go. I don't know what Westbury is thinking.
Just a reminder, folks, the Mustangs will be back in action next Friday night at Northern. Kickoff 7 o'clock at Foster Field in Gilbert.
Timeout here for 3:41
1
left to go.
33, Waynesboro 14.
Oh, Shippensburg having a big night tonight against Waynesboro. Waynesboro, the Mustangs last week. Rough outing for the Mustangs, but they are making up for it tonight. And the bigger thing about this win for the Mustangs is more costly for the Mechanicsburg Wildcats. But for the Mustangs, they are in Class 3A, ladies and gentlemen, and that's huge for them. Because they face bigger teams like Mechanicsburg, who is in 5A. And if Mechanicsburg beats those teams in the higher classifications of District 3, their power rankings are going to go way up. They are ranked 6th right now in PIAA District 3, 3A. Trent Herrera being dropped down. Not very good.
Handoff to number 22, Trent Herrera. He's brought down to number 52, Sam Garrity for the Wildcats. Sends up 3rd and 9 for the Mustangs on the Wildcats 28. Mustangs 28.
This is also the first time where West Perry is an
The West Perry Mustang marching band begins its 2021 competition season tomorrow night at Band Rally, hosted by Central Auburn High School at Landis Field. The Mustang marching band is scheduled to take the field at 5:45 tomorrow evening.
Big marching band competition tomorrow. The Ola Dolphin for the Mustangs. Best of luck to our West Perry marching band. Our next broadcast here on the West Perry Athletics YouTube page will be right here in Mustang Fame tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. And West Perry's going to take their final charge timeout.
Timeout called by the Mustangs, their final charge timeout of the night.
So yeah, our next broadcast here on the West Bay Athletic Park YouTube page is tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. here at West Spring Stadium. And we have West Bay girls soccer in action against Middletown. West Bay boys soccer, the undefeated boys soccer team, will be on the road tomorrow at 10 a.m. against Middletown. So tomorrow we're going to have girls soccer action here, 10 a.m. tomorrow. And that game will be streamed live here on the West Bay Athletic Park YouTube page. Third and 8 here for the Mustangs. 2:42 left to go. Spraker heads on to it. And dribbling around some fans, and he just goes down. Great job here. And
Quarterback
talking
finger
up
down,
here
Marcus
in the
Spraker.
bleachers, and
We'll get
maybe a
4th
late
and 7
hit,
for
no flag
Mustangs
call.
on their own 29.
So now Mechanicsburg's got to take a timeout.
Timeout called by the Wildcats, their first charge timeout of the half.
And that's big for Wildcats too. I mean, yeah, it's their first timeout, but they still got 2 more to go. And they're going to get the ball back with 2.5 minutes left to go. 2:33 to be exact. Now, Mechanicsburg needs to score quick. And in any way they can. And then get the onside kick. It's very hard for our Mechanicsburg here tonight. West Perry will be back on the road next
Marcus Spraker
week.
set the punt for the Mustangs. Back deep for the Wildcats, number 4, Parker Sample.
Parker Sample back deep for the Wildcats. Baker almost gets blocked. And Sample hands on to it at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, catch by Parker Sample. Sets up the Wildcats 1st and 10 on their own 42.
So, if you're a Mechanicsburg fan watching right now, you got to be somewhat excited. You're down by 2 possessions short, but you still have 2 timeouts. You've got to score quickly to get back into
One final
this
score,
game.
Burlington 52, Susquehanna 8.
Susquehanna down the other side, very tight. Manhandle right now. Man, tough effort, Perry County. And Newport losing right now to Trinity at home. West Perry looking for huge upset in the mid-pack colonial division. And that's 2-2 for the Mustangs. And it's a 2-run here, and that is the biggest play of the for the Mustangs. Even Googling, ladies and gentlemen, just wraps it up. 2:13 left to go.
36.
Mechanicsburg has 2 timeouts.
After 35.
Mechanicsburg has 2 timeouts left, ladies and gentlemen. West Perry has the ball at Mechanicsburg's 35-yard line. And this crowd just erupted after that interception by Ian Goodman. Formation here for the Mustangs. Hand off to Trent Herrera. He's just on it. He just pushed back a yard. Timeout call here by Mechanicsburg.
Hand off number 22, Trent Herrera. Tackle by number 23, Steve Thomas for the Wildcats. 2nd and 11 now for the Mustangs on the Wildcat 46. Timeout called by the Wildcats, their second charge timeout of the half. One more score in college football this evening. North Carolina pounded Duke 37-17.
So, timeout call here for Mechanicsburg. That's their second. They have 1 timeout remaining. The next time we'll see West Perry football here at Mustang Stadium will be 2 weeks from tonight. The West Perry homecoming game in 2 weeks when the Mustangs take on East Pennsboro in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. First time ever, in fact, that those 2 teams are facing each other in Colonial Division action. East Pennsboro used to be in the Capital Division until this year. There's tailback, and he gets wrapped up.
Hand off again to number 22. Hand off number 28, Hunter Tillman for the Mustangs. Tackle by number 52, Sam Garrity for the Wildcats. No game play. 3rd and 11 for the Mustangs on the Wildcats 36. Final timeout called by the Wildcats.
Mechanicsburg takes the final timeout. So what do you do if you're Mustangs here? Do you take a knee and take like 40 seconds off the clock to get Mechanicsburg back the ball with less than a minute? Or do you take a shot and try to win it? You don't need a touchdown. You just need a first down from 11 yards out. What do you do here? So high formation come up here for the Mustangs. A first down here can win it for West Perry. Hand off here to Trent Herrera, and Herrera takes off. A flag is on the play. This is going to be a first down, unless it was called back. We're going to have to see what the flag is. And this could be big for the Mustangs.
There is a flag on the play.
If this is against Mechanicsburg, this game is over. Personal foul, face pass against Mechanicsburg. Let's go, right now for the Mustangs.
First and goal.
Mechanicsburg is out of timeout.
On the Mechanicsburg 7.
Even though the clock stops on that penalty, Mechanicsburg just needs to take a couple of knees, and the game will be over. West Perry is going to pull off the upset.
Need a flag or pull up?
So first and goal from the 4-yard line. What's the 4? Does West Perry want to score another touchdown? Now they're just going to take a knee. The fans here are saying they want a touchdown, but we're not going to get it. West Perry's just going to take the knee, and they have to do that at least one more time. 1 or 2 more times at least.
Victory formation for the Mustangs brings up 2nd and goal.
Victory formation for the Mustangs. What a game. Hall of Fame night here at West Perry. And West Perry pulls off the upset. Still a minute 20 left to go. West Perry has to take a knee for a couple more times at least. 1 or 2 more times. West Perry already lining up for post-game handshakes. A huge win for the Mustangs.
Victory formation again for the Mustangs, 3rd and goal.
Clock continues to run down. West Prairie's got to take one final knee to wrap it up. 50 seconds left. Mechanicsburg has nothing to be ashamed of, ladies and gentlemen. They had a tough first game against Colorado, and then they won the next 3 games heading into this one. And that is it here for the Mustangs. The West Prairie Mustangs pull off the upset. 30-19. West Prairie gets their first win against the Mid-Penn Division rival. This stops a 3-game winning streak for the Wildcats. It stops a 2-game winning streak against the Mustangs for Mechanicsburg. Huge win for the Mustangs.
The final score, your West Prairie Mustangs 30 to the Mechanicsburg Wildcats 19.
30-19. West Prairie.
Once again, your Mustangs will be in action next Friday night at Northern. 7 o'clock kickoff across the field in Guilford. We will see the Mustangs back here in 2 weeks for homecoming versus the East Pennsboro Panthers. Kickoff will also be at 7 o'clock. Thank you for your attendance tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and please have a safe drive home.
A huge night for the Mustangs. Hall of Fame night. They're just their second home game of the year, and they remain unbeaten at home. It was first home game against Juniata, and now against the Mechanicsburg Wildcats. A huge win for the Mustangs, not just for their record, but for their power ranking stands as well. West Prairie was ranked 6th heading into this one in PIW District 3 3A power rankings. But now they just beat Mechanicsburg, who is a 5A team, and that is going to boost West Prairie's power rankings in a big way. Can't wait to see what happens after tonight's games. The West Prairie Mustangs improved to 3-2 overall. They are now 1-1 in the Mid-Penn Division. The Mechanicsburg Wildcats, this snaps a 3-game winning streak. The Mechanicsburg Wildcats dropped to 3-2. They are now 0-1 in the Mid-Penn Division. Next time out for both teams, the West Prairie Mustangs will be on the road next week when they take on the Northern York Polar Bears down at Dillsburg next week at 7 o'clock. For Mechanicsburg, they will return home next week for just their second home game of the year. The Mechanicsburg Wildcats will be taking on the Shippensburg Greyhounds for a 7 o'clock kickoff next Friday. Our next broadcast here on the West Prairie Athletic Club YouTube page will be right here tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, we'll have girls soccer in action for you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. when the girls soccer Mustangs take on the Middletown High School girls soccer team. That's going to do it for us here at West Prairie Mustangs Stadium. A great win for the Mustangs, beating the Mechanicsburg Wildcats. On behalf of our athletic director, Ryan Harrison, our high school principal, Chris Ron, our public press announcer, Brent Anderson, and all of us here at West Prairie High School, I am Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Prairie Athletics, saying so long and congratulations again to all of our inductees into West Prairie Athletic Hall of Fame from the last 2 years, 2020 and 2021. This has been a presentation of West Prairie football on the West Prairie Athletic Party YouTube page. Your final score in this one: West Prairie 30, Mechanicsburg 19.